Foden ended up having to drop to the 6 when Rodri went forward because Rodri couldn't run anymore. Rodri was out on his feet, was blowing out his arsehole by the end of that. Now, apparently, he hasn't trained. He's not openly training at the moment. Which
I saw that on I saw that on City Extra. They're saying he's not actually.
No, and that's 100%. That's 100% because I know where that came from. That's 100%. He's not trained.
Yeah.
Not properly trained.
Just quickly chat. We're going live on the main channel, yeah, because I'm going to stay live talking about City. So I'm going to redirect you from the second channel to the main channel, yeah. Go on, it's LB, boys. Go on, it's LB, right? We're going to redirect you over there. Big up, man. There we go. Right, sound. Go on, Ray. What are you saying? Yeah, the thing is, yeah, for me, I just don't understand, right, how the club decided to keep him for all that cash. Yeah, in the summer, when it was apparently 70 million, and now they're keeping him for.
There was no 70 million bid.
There was never a bid.
No.
Why did it come out then that apparently? Why did it come out then? Yeah, that Soriano was the one that blocked the deal.
No. Spurs were interested, but Spurs were nowhere near 70 million. Spurs didn't actually make a bid. And they would never, I don't know where the 70 million, Jack Gorn's even confirmed this. Jack Gorn went on, is it, Tariq's channel? Not Tariq's channel, but is it Shades of Blue Network?
Yeah, Shades of Blue, yeah.
Jack Gorn went on there and they said to him, is this Sabine? And Jack Gorn went, nope, there was no bid. And that's exactly what I was told. There was no bid for Sabino. There was interest, there was no bid. There was no bid and it was nowhere near 70 million. Nowhere near. Listen. I don't think he'll be the only one. I think. Again, I said something on my channel last week. I said I got told my exact words. This is going to be the busiest summer, ins, outs, since the first year of the takeover.
Busiest summer in terms of players or coaches as well.
Players, coaches, managers, everything.
Because I don't think, yeah, big up more LB for the raid, by the way. I don't think, yeah, that we actually
You can't promote your own channel for the raid.
But I'm technically raiding the channel. I don't think, right, I don't think we need to do that much this summer, though, Martin. Like, I've already said it. We need to replace Trafford. We need a backup right back. I think we need 2 midfielders and an attacker. That's what, 5. But the goalkeeper's, like, cheap anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, but by the way, anyone thinking that there's a reprieve for James Trafford, no. Maresca has been in touch with this for a while. Maresca's not just appeared on the grapevine and suddenly not had input into things.
Yeah.
Listen, let's not be this naive. I know people want to do this. Pep is leaving this Pep leaving has been in the plans since winter time.
Yeah, I personally...
Connect the dots. You love a connect the dots. So
I do like connect the dots. Connect the dots. Yeah.
Chelsea, Maresca goes in December. You start getting links to that. Comes out, he's had a meeting with City reps.
Yeah.
We then start hearing Pep's comments. Maybe so. We also then found out today the Co-op Live has been booked for 6 months.
Yeah.
When you start connecting everything up, this was coming. This has been, I keep saying, Manchester City don't do things knee jerk. Everything is planned.
Yeah, I agree.
Very strategic, so you don't have, basically the way City do it is, it's like a factory. Manchester City is a piece of machinery. One part of that system breaks down. City aren't waiting a week for that piece to come in and fix the machine again.
Mm-hmm.
That piece is already there in the background.
No, 100%. This 100%. Listen,
it's a smooth transition.
It's a smooth transition, right? On this Savio thing, then, right?
Yes.
I've always believed that it's likely that we'll sell one of Savio or Marmoush, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear the news today from Sam Lee that has said that one of the players in the squad that was certain to leave has now been told that Maresca wants to keep him. And I wonder if that is Marmoush.
It might be, you know. It might be Marmoush. I thought Marmoush was all right when he come on last night. Thought he'd give us a bit more flow up top.
If that was it this next season, Martin, we both know Marmoush is gone.
Yeah. And I'll be honest with you, I think Nico G's gone as well, despite...
Well, he spoke about that as well. Sam Lee spoke about Nico G, and he said he reckons Nico G is gone.
About
the training. I wonder if Marmoush...
Do you want the training update?
Go on.
He's not doing it in training. That's why he's not playing.
Really?
He's a very good player. I will always say reportedly. Do you know when Pep says he doesn't? Pep's been trying to get him to move the ball forward quick, advance the play.
Yeah, and he said that himself. Yeah,
he's been trying to do it in training. Apparently, he won't do it in training either. So you're at a stage where, like, well, this is what I mean. It's like you can't do what I want you to do here, mate. You know, I'm trying to help you. Good player. I've never said Nico G's a bad player. I think he's a wonderful player.
Do you think that it's going to be, if we go off what Sam Lee's saying, right? And Sam Lee's saying that one of the players that was destined to leave has been told that he needs to stay, or that the manager wants to stay. If you had to put your money on it, would you think that's Marmoush, or do you think that is Nico G?
Marmoush.
Yeah, I think so as well.
I think there will be changes from what I've heard. 2 midfielders, a right back,
2 midfielders. Good, because we need 2 midfielders.
Potentially left back.
Left back. What?
And a winger.
Left back. We don't need a left back. Have they told you who it is? What left back? Have they said the name? It's not Cucurella, is it? Are we going to get Cucurella? Are we getting Cucurella, bro? No, don't do this, man. Are we getting Cucurella? Oh, bro, what's going on here, man? We ain't getting Cucurella. We don't need a left back, mate.
He's on the list.
What?
Not saying he is, but he's on the list.
He's also midfield next year.
Who's the other guy? Is it Gusto? Gusto?
Yeah, Gusto's the right back, but I think he can do a job at left back, I think.
There's Gusto and Coyote.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that before, actually. In fact, I'll bring that one up
Gusto,
as well.
Coyote.
By the way, chat, if you join in late, smash the likes up. Make sure you guys are subscribed. We was on More LB, and then we come over here, hence the, bit of a dodgy start to the stream. But yeah, smash the likes up. The news coming out.
Who would you take as the second midfielder? Let's say Anderson's done.
Yes.
By the way, Anderson is not Pep related.
Yeah.
Anderson he's not Pep related. Who would your second midfielder be?
It would either be...
You had money.
If I'm talking... Right, so obviously, listen, I'm going to talk Premier League here, yeah? Because I ain't out here watching Bundesliga on the regular, or La Liga, yeah? So I'm going to talk Premier League.
Mazza?
Yeah. So for me, if we're talking Premier League, it would be either Bruno G or Enzo Fernandez.
Okay.
It would be one of them.
Enzo Fernandez scares me. I'm sorry.
What, as a person or as a player?
I don't want, and by the way, I'm keep saying it, I don't want racists in the football club. Sorry.
Completely valid. And like I said, I don't think we'll sign him.
Sorry, I'm going to look at that from a human point of view. Call me
no,
back,
that's cool. I completely agree.
And we can't say that's reported. That's out in the open domain.
No, 100%. I get you. I get what you're saying. That's why I'd get Bruno G.
Yeah.
If football-wise, I don't mind him. But Bruno G's, in my opinion, the perfect player. So I'd get them both. Bro.
I mean, I'll be totally honest. Listen, I would love Bruno. I mean, by the way, can I take credit for Bruno if it's 2 years later? Can I say it's 100% instead of 98?
Oh, bro.
I'm just 2 years late.
I forgot about that. No way. Yeah.
Do you know what with Bruno?
We'll have
Bruno's
to make our
like
apologies loud if we finally sign
yeah,
him.
Bruno's like the you know, like the Isco saga, where it's like doesn't matter the manager, the year, we want him. I said I'd like Bruno. I'd like. There's a few. Listen, I did want Valverde, but I don't want Valverde anymore. That's a separate issue. I just, to me, I mean, would you have Tonali? If you had the choice, Tonali, Bruno. I'm thinking age and money because they're both roughly going to be about the same money.
Yeah, my personal opinion is I genuinely believe that Bruno G is clear of Tonali.
Okay.
I don't think I want Tonali.
No, Anderson's still happening. They'll have the two midfielders.
Yeah, here's the latest on Anderson, chat. Insiders believe a deal at Manchester City for Elliot Anderson is well advanced. Pep Guardiola's exit will not disrupt the transfer. The player is keen, and Enzo Maresca is on board with the signing. Yeah. Man City also want a right back and have genuine interest in Brentford's Michael Kayode with the club. Yeah, talk to me about this Kayode thing. We'll come on to Krupi in a bit, right? Kayode. So obviously we know we need to sign a right back, but this Kayode guy, yeah. First of all,
didn't impress me. Did he impress you last week?
Nah, and I don't know, right? But and again, I've only seen him a few times here. So feel free in the chat to say if you think I'm wrong here. Feel free to put him in the chat. But when I've watched him, he looks like he's got a really heavy touch. Like, he don't look like he could dribble round cones, innit? You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
He doesn't. All right, is he better than Nunes? Ask that question. Right now, is he better than Nunes?
I mean, again, I'm not watching a guy every week, but when I've watched him, I've not looked at him and gone, he's mint. He just looks like a competent right back. He looks like a competent right back. Yeah?
For me,
how old is he? Is he old?
He's 23, 24, something like that. Maybe
21 he is. 21.
21, there you go.
I mean,
for me, if you're going to spend... way I look at it, if we're going to buy a player in a position, is he better than the position you've currently got?
I hear what you're saying, and normally I would 100% agree with you, yeah? Because I think otherwise why are you signing a player? But because I think Nunes is good enough to be a number one starter for Manchester City, I don't mind this summer for the right back position buying an up-and-coming right back who can do bits but can develop. Normally, I'm completely 100% agree with you, but on this specific position, I'm kind of chill getting a 21-year-old, 22-year-old, 20-year-old, but they've still got to be good. Because if Nunes gets injured or suspended, I need you to be going to do me a job. But I'm kind of looking at someone that I can bring in and develop. So then when Nunes steps away or gets injured, he can come into the fold. But I agree. I also don't mind. If you do want to go and buy a right back that's better than Nunes, cool, I'm all for it. But I just don't think you need... Because I think Anderson's going to cost a lot of money. Because I think you've got to buy a second midfielder. Because I think you need to buy another attacker. And you've still got to replace Trafford. It's a lot of players. There's a lot of money to spend.
Do you know what it is? Well...
Why think about how Livramento for like 70 mil when you can get
exactly. Livramento would not suit Maresca. Why? Because this is where you got to do your research on Maresca's style of football. Maresca uses wing backs, proper wing backs as wingers. Yeah. So his wing backs are all about attack.
Yeah, but he's also like
less defending.
Yeah, but he also likes to invert his because I was speaking to Charlie and he said last season Cucurella was one of the best players and Cucurella was inverting into midfield, which is why I'm thinking O'Reilly might continue and be mint next year.
Yeah,
as well.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If we've known, because we all asked, why did we change our system around?
Yeah,
was Pep kind of getting some of them ready to play a certain way? This is what I mean about connecting the dots.
Nah, no way. No way.
I know you may not think that, but again, it's pre-planning.
There's no way, that Pep Guardiola has changed the system to basically what you're saying, help Maresca next year.
No, I didn't say help Maresca.
No, but that's what you're implying. You're implying change the system to get the players ready for next season, a different system.
If Pep knew he was coming.
Because Pep wouldn't do that.
Because here's my thing, LB. Yeah, but
Pep's not going to play a system that he feels is inferior to his own system just to help Maresca out next year.
Might not be inferior. Yeah, but LB, listen to me out. Hear me out. I know you might think I'm talking batshit crazy right now. Hear me out. Our turnaround this summer. This is why, by the way, I think it's mad Pep's going this summer.
I don't. I think it's a good time.
I don't want
to go, but I don't think it's a bad time for a new manager to come in.
No, I think it's a bad time because of the World Cup. You are going to have so little time to prepare for a new season. Because think about it. Monday, we do the parade. Tuesday, shit you not, mate. That CFG will be a ghost town. They'll be on holiday. A lot of them.
Yeah, but have you not seen the news that come out today?
Well, I don't know. The
news that come out today is that Maresca is going to be at City this week to speak to the players directly.
Yeah. Maresca will. The players won't be, right? Yeah, I get Maresca will. That's fine.
No, this week before the Villa game.
Yeah, no, he is. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, he is. I know that. That's why he was there 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He was. This is not just this week. This has been going on for 3 or 4 weeks. I can now say it. I already knew. I can say it because it's now out. Some things I already knew. I'm told to shut up till it gets out in the public domain. That was. Now do I get why Maresca was there 3 weeks ago? Yeah, this has all been pre-done.
I remember you saying that at the time. Yeah, I was like, what?
So think about it. My issue is not Maresca, it's more the players. Now, I might be way wide of the base. Tuesday they go. Some will go and get a quick 5-day, 6-day break. Then they'll all get called up to their pre-World Cup camps or whatever it is. Yeah. Remember, the other side of the world. We're in America, Mexico, Canada, yeah? Would you say the majority of our players are going to get quite deep? They're all going to get out the groups, aren't they?
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, you'd imagine that they'll all do bits.
So what date's the World Cup final?
22nd of July, I think.
Is that definite? 22nd of July, right?
22nd of July, I think, yeah.
What date's our August pre-season in Tokyo, wherever it is, Asia?
Well, I don't know, but the first Prem game's the 22nd of August.
Right.
There's a month between it.
So we've got a month between the end of the World Cup, start the season. Under UEFA law, they have to have 2 weeks minimum clear.
Yeah.
Right? Because that's why I expect, by the way, I would say most of the Asia people that are going over to the Asia tour will be a lot of the kids, Echeverria, Victor Hayes may go. That's, you know what I mean? That's sort of the ones who have not had in a World Cup, the ones who come back. So you're not going to take your predominant first team squad to Asia. I think that's why they're only going to play one game. I don't think you'll see a lot of them for the Charity Shield, by the way, in Cardiff. I think some of them will be. So that's what I'm saying. So when does Maresca get onto the pitch with them? Or are we going to start a season again where we're not motoring until September, October?
Well, yeah. I mean, listen, the facts are, that they won't all be available for the first game of the season. And some of them that are available won't be fully fit and won't be fully match sharp. There will be some. And of course, who's in our squad that's not going to the World Cup? Donnarumma. But he's a keeper anyway. Is Nunes getting selected for Portugal? What's going on there with him?
Yeah, they will do.
So he's going. Diaz is going. Gay will go. Kuzanov's going. Gavardio's going. O'Reilly will go. Ike Nori will go. Rodri's going. Anderson will go if we get him. Nico G, if he's at the club, he probably won't go. So if he's still there, he won't go. Foden probably will go. Even though I don't.
Yeah, Foden's going to go. Let's take this.
He's probably going to go. Reinders, will he go?
Yeah, he's going to go in.
Haaland is going. Doku's going. Marmouche, Egypt.
I don't know.
Egypt qualified.
If Egypt qualified. If Egypt qualified.
No, they didn't qualify. I don't think Egypt qualified because people were saying Salah wasn't the World Cup in it.
No.
Oh, they have qualified.
Nah, then he's going. By the way, Foden will be going.
Savio's not going, but we're fucking selling him, so it's irrelevant anyway. So everybody in the squad is going, apart from Savio, who won't be here, and Nico G, who might not be here. Mint. So everyone's there.
So that's what I was saying about the
Cherky
get them played in it.
So basically, we're going to be screwed at the start of the season. We're going to have.
What I'm trying to say to you is, Elby, now do you see why I said it's not the best time? It is. It's the best time for probably Pep. It's not the best time for the start of the season. We're going to have to use the first month as pre-season.
Wow, that's weird. Look at what City Extra just tweeted. Literally, 3 minutes ago. Marmoush has been named in the Egypt. That's weird, isn't it? How weird is that? That just literally just come out as we're speaking about it.
Hey, that algorithm's good, isn't it?
Yeah, they're listening to us chat. Yeah, Alexa and that. You know what I mean?
Semenyo will be going, won't he?
Oh, Ghana.
Ghana are qualified because England are playing them. England are playing Ghana.
Oh, are they? Yeah.
Yeah, we're playing Ghana, Croatia and
Panama.
Team getting with pay Panama. Yeah, Semenyo's going.
So everybody in the squad is going.
Why would Semenyo not be going?
Savio and Nico G, both of whom might not be at the football club. How mad is that? The 2 players that are going to be fully fit and not going to be here. That's crazy.
Sorry, people's asking me why I said Foden's going. I think Tuchel will use him as a false 9.
Yeah, I don't think he should go, and I don't want him to go, but I think he will go.
Go back to Tuchel comment last time England played, and he talked about Foden playing in a backup false 9 role. I'm with you. I don't want him to go. 1000% don't want him to go. Echeverry's not going. No, Echeverry's he's not been called.
He made the preliminary squad.
Yeah, no, but he's not. Yeah, so if anyone gets injured now, he'll make them up.
He made the preliminary squad. He made the 55. Shout out Echeverry.
Yeah, but they've announced their squad now.
Oh, have they cut it down already?
Yeah, some have, some haven't.
That was quick, wasn't it?
LB, it's the end of the season, mate.
No, I swear, but I thought it only come out like last week that they done the 55.
Yeah. They've already cut it down, some of them. Argentina squad came out.
Let me ask you a question then, right? So I agree. I'm glad people are coming round to this 2-man midfield signings, yeah, because I think we need 2 midfield signings. What do you think? Yeah, personally, what's your opinion? And obviously, if you've heard anything, throw that in as well. But what do you think's going on in the attack? Because I think we need another attacking player, Martin.
I think someone has to leave to buy another attacker.
Savio's leaving.
So that's what I mean. You lose Savio, then you buy someone else. Listen, I know the easy thing will be to get linked with every Chelsea player under the sun now. We're going to get linked with every Chelsea player flying.
Cole Palmer,
I will tell you.
wing.
No. I knew you were going to do that.
Cole Palmer, chat. What we're saying?
No, stop that. No Cole Palmer. Cole Palmer wants to go to the other side of Manchester. Cole Palmer doesn't want to play in blue, wants to play in red. He's a rag, innit? So it is what it is. Who would I have as a wing? Ooh.
Would you take Esteban?
No, where's me one? You saw him last night. He scored against us.
Oh, Krupe.
Mm-hmm.
We got linked to it as well today, actually.
There's interesting Krupe.
Yeah, look at this. I'll share this screen.
Well, they want mega money, which is, I don't know if City will pay.
It also says future target. So does that mean like next summer, not this summer?
No, you got to remember some of this. Because don't forget, we currently have 28 players.
Right.
Stones, Bernardo go down to 26. Yeah.
Okay.
Hang on. I wouldn't presume Ake is going anywhere at the minute.
Nah, he's gone as man.
Well, you're bringing Anderson back to 27. Trafford out 26. You're going to need some. You're going to need. So I mean, you're going to need some players to move to get them in. To get 4 and 5 players in, you're going to have to sell 6 or
Rico
7.
Lewis, Kovacic, even though I think
so you need, yes, what I mean, you now need 6 or 7.
Yeah, I think I can give you 6 or 7. So Trafford, yeah. Ake, Rico Lewis,
3.
Nico G, Bernardo Silva, Kovacic, Savio. That's 7.
You said Kovacic twice, though. Yeah.
All right, 6. I got 6 there then.
Yeah. Stones. You say Stones?
No, I didn't say Stones. I forgot Stones.
So there's your 7. Now that's fine, but you need a buyer for Kovacic. You need a buyer for Ake. You need a buyer for Rico Lewis. Who else? You need a buyer for Nico G. So, and you need, this is what I mean. Us, there's a big difference between us saying they can go and getting the correct bids in. Because again, Rico Lewis is the perfect example. We accepted a bid, he didn't move. John Stones, tell you this, John Stones was told he could go last summer. He didn't want to do.
Yeah.
If Kovacic and Ake say, nah, I'm all right here, guys. I'll play backup. You're stuck.
Well, Ake's already been moaning because the manager of the international team come out in January and said Ake's been moaning because he's not playing. So we already know Ake's been a little bit frustrated at the lack of game time. The thing is with him is he was getting frustrated because he wanted to play so he could get in the World Cup squad. Well, the World Cup's going to happen this summer. So does he then want to, will he then go, the World Cup's done, I'll just chill at City for another year? Or does he want to go play football?
Kovacic, mate, I don't mind. It's all money, mate, innit? How much is Kovacic on?
He probably on about 170.
Well, there you go. Well, here's what I'll tell you. I was having a good chat with Luke last night, MCFC lads. Big up Luke. We were joking. You remember the video we all did for his channel last summer? And we all said our player of the season.
What did we say?
Because he come up to me and he went, do you remember when we all said Reinders? We all went, yeah, we all got that terribly wrong. We all got that terribly wrong.
Yeah, that was a stinky prediction.
We were joking. Luke last night, because one thing what I loved about last night is I saw everyone. Saw Stefan Baudson, had a nice chat with him. Had a chat with Big Steve.
What's he saying? Has he got any news? Stefan?
Yes. I'm not sharing it online.
Okay.
I can't share everything. No, but Steph, by the way, Stefan is an absolute solid human being, top bloke. Met him in person now a couple of times.
He does not rate Savio, by the way.
Yeah, I know he doesn't.
Quote tweeted the City Extra post about Savio.
No, he doesn't.
He put, how will City replace the goal?
Well, no, it was interesting because everyone said, Pep was at Stockport County, wasn't he? Why is Pep at Stockport versus Port Vale? Well, guess who's Pep's landlord?
Go on.
The Stockport County owner.
Really? What the hell?
See what I mean? Connect the dots. Connect the dots.
What about this Diamande? We have been linked with him.
He's mega money, mate.
Yeah,
everyone's
100 million, they say. Diamande. Well,
do you know where Liverpool are after him? And Liverpool are also, they're the ones chasing Adam Wharton.
Yeah, this is interesting, right? So I've just been on City Extra now, and I've just put in on City Extra Diamande, yeah. And this come up from April 23rd, so about a month ago. Leipzig's Diamande and Bournemouth's Krupe are on City's list of potential new recruits, right? And isn't it interesting how Krupe has now come up twice? Yeah. So, because he's now been...
Krupe's on the list. Krupe's on the list.
Krupe's defo on the list because this guy's saying we're interested in him. And then the story today's coming out. But the thing is with the story today, it says future... yeah, but I don't know whether that means next summer.
I don't know. Again, maybe it does mean on a departure. Maybe it takes a Savio to go out. I don't know. I'm not going to lie. I may be in the minority. I know I am. But I think we sell Savio. We'll look back on that in 2 years and think, damn. I know I'm in the minority. I know no one will agree with me.
What you think we shouldn't sell him?
I see something there with him.
I do.
It's really weird because I do see something with him.
I don't mind him yet. Well, I mind him. Yeah, it pisses me off because he can't shoot. But I agree. I think there's a player in there, Martin. Yeah, but his inability to score goals is at this level is unacceptable. At this level, it just is. Like, I'm sorry, mate, but how has Mark Gay scored more goals this season than Savio? It's just ridiculous. Like, 2 Premier League goals in 2 years for a forward is shocking. But I agree. I do think there's a player in there. But yeah, this is the thing.
It's a bit like Cole Palmer, isn't it?
Wait and wait and wait and wait. How long do you wait, Martin? Do you wait a third year?
No, I agree. But we did this with Cole Palmer. We did it with Oscar. Do you know what it is? The trouble is, let's be straight, and we've got to say this.
That's not true, because Palmer was levels ahead at City before he even went to Chelsea of where Savio's at. Facts.
Yes, a little bit.
Not a little bit. No, miles ahead. Miles ahead of where he was.
I think Palmer's had one good season at Chelsea and then flawed.
No, I'm not talking about Chelsea. I'm talking about Manchester City. Palmer at Manchester City.
Well, yeah. I don't know, mate, because a 20-minute sub appearance.
He did bits in the Community Shield. He did bits in the Super Cup.
Community Shield.
I've seen more from Palmer.
That's like saying That's like saying Wilson Espan did.
Are you telling me? Yeah, at City, rating their time at City only, not Chelsea, not Girona. Yeah, you believe that Savio's played better for City than Palmer did when Palmer was
No, didn't say that.
Exclude left wing Palmer.
No, didn't say that. You said miles ahead.
I think he was. I think he was miles ahead.
That I disagree with. Well, it's fine. It's your opinion. I disagree with that.
Okay.
I think he was above him. Yeah, I don't deny that.
But to your point though, I do see a player in Savio, but how long do we wait, Martin? I think some people say we give Doku a third year, and Doku's done well. Give Savio a third year.
We gave Grealish 3 years. We have given players. This is what scares me with the future a little bit. I'm not going to deny this. We're now facing a little bit of uncertainty. For the first time in 10 years, we're going into a little bit of an unknown. Because not only have we got a brand new, manager, we've got a brand new chief execs as well. Viana's only been here a year and a bit. Right? We have a brand new. The reason I was backing Pep and everyone last season, and I'm sorry, people won't like this, there is credit in the bank. You've done it for me before, I've seen it. Chica could make a mistake because he's done it for me before over 8, 9, 10 years. I'm not saying Maresca and Viana have to do 10 years, but I'm like entering a new relationship right now. If I've been with my partner 10 years, 15 years, right, I know what I can and can't get away with. I trust them. There's going to be bad days. I'm now entering a brand new relationship. I can't treat it like the previous relationship I was in. So I'm at a clean level playing board now. I don't know what to expect. I don't know if they're going to give players a year. I don't know if they're going to give them 2 years, 3 years. That's one thing as a fan base we've got to realise. Everything now goes out the window now. We can't presume because something was done under one regime, this is going to be done. Because this is not Chica or Pep anymore. This is Viana and Maresca. The good thing I like is Maresca's been at the club. He knows the club. He knows the youth academy. He knows how the youth academy is run for first team. He knows the pathway to get to that. He also then came in and helped the first team and was a massive component to that treble year. That's the big plus that I think Maresca's got. He knows the club.
He does.
He knows what he's doing. And he knows the ethos.
And he knows Foden. He knows Haaland.
He knows them all.
Yes.
And straight in for me, I'm sat there and I'm thinking, right, so I don't know who's going to get a year. Are we going to go down the really ruthless? Because it's weird, because I said this on a show last week, I think it was on mine. Go back to Mancini and Pellegrini, LB.
Yeah.
They got 3 years max.
Who, the managers?
So, yeah. The third year they did a bad time, bang, they were all gone.
Yeah, but that's not the full story though, Martin, because with Mancini, yeah, they obviously didn't like that style of manager, did they? Obviously, they didn't like.
They hired him, yeah, but they did hire him.
Yeah,
he won us our first league, and he didn't have the trust.
No, I know they hired him, and he was successful, and he did the job. But that was a different. That at that time we were a different club. We were just been bought. We'd just been starting to become a team that was winning games regularly. We'd won a couple of trophies. Yeah, what City wanted to do was take that team and mature it. And they believed that Mancini wasn't the man to do that because of how he was as a manager. He was, and the word that they used in the statement was holistic. They wanted to join everything together and get nicey. And Mancini, as good as he was, and I love him, and I think he's actually been a bit disrespected by the club due to lack of recognition. Yeah, he wasn't that guy. Pellegrini was a stopgap. Yeah, he only come in because Pep decided to go to Bayern and not City. And Pellegrini did really well in his first year, right? Second year wasn't great, yeah, but obviously I think we got
still won a trophy.
Yeah, and then the third year, the wheels fell off the bus because obviously word had got out that Pep was coming in. Yeah,
Pellegrini won more trophies than Mancini. People forget that.
Yeah, but Pellegrini. Yeah, but I don't know, like.
Well, that's what. But this is what I'm saying. So, are we hiring a manager for trophies, success? This is what I need to know. And you won't know until the chairman does his thing. Because listen, Khaldun will talk about it in his end of season stuff, and he'll talk about the Maresca and what the plans are moving forward. All that will come out. But this is why I think the Pellegrini thing goes way under the radar because we actually won more trophies than Mancini. Mancini gets remembered because he was the first one. He put us on the map. Pellegrini took us a little bit further. We won 2 League Cups. We won a league, and we got to a semi-final.
Yeah, we were better in Europe. I think the main thing about Pellegrini was the football was better in the first year, and he made us better in Europe, even though we didn't win it. But
Pellegrini came in and bought a shitload of players: Fernandinho, Negredo. We bought Jesus Navas. I mean, we also bought a few duds. We bought the Octopus, who played like a bloody octopus.
Yeah.
Who else did we buy? So this is what I mean. We're in the unknown now, aren't we? We're in the unknown.
Yeah.
And I'm excited. I am excited.
Right, even though we are in the unknown, what we need to do this summer is very known. Like, I feel like it's like what we need to do this summer. It's not confusing. Everybody in the chat knows what we need. Now, we might go, someone might want Anderson, someone might want Enzo Fernandez, someone might want this guy, but we all know what we need. We all know we need a backup right back. We all know we need a midfielder with legs. Most people are coming around to the idea now that we actually need 2 midfielders, and we all know that we need another attacker, especially if Savio leaves. Like, it's not like we're like last summer and the January previous to that. Like, we needed numbers. And I keep saying that. The last 2 transfer windows, not January, obviously I'm not talking about the January just gone. The summer just gone, and the January before that, it was quantity. We needed players. We need to rebuild the whole team.
We needed bodies.
We needed bodies. Yeah, now it's not that. Now it's we need quality in certain positions.
Yeah, we don't need squad players anymore. We need the first team readies to come in.
The right back can be a squad player. If Donnarumma's going to stay, the goalkeeper can be a backup. But the 2 midfielders...
The 2 midfielders have got to be first team ready players.
I agree.
I'm not... Listen, I've said this to you before, you know this. Me and you have disagreed on this in the past, but I've changed my mind on it, which I have. We bought 4 midfielders in 4 years, spent 230 million quid-ish, roughly. And it's not buy cheap, buy twice. We're now at buy 4 times. We're now going to 5th.
And it's not buy cheap.
Yeah, and we're not at buy cheap. Let's be straight. Calvin Phillips didn't work. Don't think he's a bad player, but didn't work at Sarah. Nunes was meant to be going in the midfield, didn't work. Reinders, question mark. Nico G, question mark. That is what? 55 for Reinders, 55 for Nico G, 50 for Nunes, 45 for Calvin. Why didn't you just do the release clause for Bruno? Listen, that's not. It is what it is, and I get it. You know, this is why I've always said in the past, City get scared off by price tag sometimes.
Yeah,
that three figures scares them.
And can I just say something here to clarify my position on this point? Yeah, I'm not sitting here, yeah, because I know there'll be some people in the chat who think this is the case. I'm not sitting here and just say go and buy all the best players at 100 million quid. Yeah, obviously if that was possible, mint. I'm not saying go out there and buy Vitinha, Hakimi, Yamal. I know that's not possible. The point that I'm making is when you have a position that is so crucial to the team and there's a player there that fits the bill perfectly in every situation, yeah, and he's 100 mil, and you go, no, I'm not going to do that because I'm going to get this guy at 50, and they don't meet any of the criteria or they meet one of the criteria, that is stupid. That is reckless. That is a reckless gamble. That is completely reckless. And this is the point that I've been saying for years, is that you should have just gone and paid the money at the time when it was there. And instead we've not. We've messed about with this £50 million bracket midfielder. There's a reason they're 50 mil, because they're not good enough. Nunes has turned out to be a right back. Nico G can't get in the match day squad. Phillips is just fucking can't get any football club anywhere in the country because no one wants him. Like,
oh no, Sheffield United want him. Sheffield United do want to keep him. He's a pros there. Which, by the way, doesn't Yorkshire, I think, suits Calvin. I think Calvin's a home bird. I think he needs to be really close to his family. Do you ever see that documentary with Calvin and how much his grandma meant to him? And when his grandma passed, it broke him.
Mate, like I've got no doubts in my mind that the guy's a lovely fella, and if I met him, I'd
got a nice smile
to him, and he'd be a nice guy. But this is not like a fucking friendship. Yeah, you're a football player that's getting paid 150 grand.
You cold-hearted bastard.
No. It's not cold-hearted. Like the guy's a nice guy. I listened to an interview with BBC. The guy's a nice guy. And I'm sure he's had shit going on in his personal life, but we all have shit going on in our personal life. The fact is, we should never have fucking signed a guy in the first place. Listen, let me show you this, yeah, because big up Quans. I don't know if you're still in the chat, yeah, but this was Sam Lee today. Listen to this, yeah. This is pretty mad chat. Listen to this,
because I feel like the players are like.
Can you hear this, yeah?
Yeah.
It's Gahey and Semenyo. I know they're like super new, but to be fair, a lot of the ones from last January are going to go anyway. In fact, I said last week I'd heard quite reliably that Reinders was staying. This is the stupid thing about this job. I've also heard quite reliably that he isn't staying, or like Pep doesn't rate him. He feels like Pep doesn't rate him. This is like single source. It's certainly not double source. This one, certainly not two sources.
Does Maresca rate him though? That's the important question.
There was again. This is what my head's absolutely fried with it. I cannot fucking wait for this all to be over. Because even last night, somebody said, "Oh, I've been sent Pep's quote from somebody who works around City, and he's suggesting he's going to stay." I was like, fuck off. I don't want to hear this now. I don't want to think about this. But one of the things was, and again, it was just like, this is just one message. It was like a needle in a haystack stuff. But it was one player who was planning to leave has been told that Maresca likes him and is going to stay.
That's got to be Marmoush.
Yeah.
That has to be Who else could it be, chat?
But back to my point, LB, on this. Remember, again, I said this to you. Your memory's shocking because you should remember this. I said to you, we panicked in January.
What, this January?
No, the January before. We panicked.
And
we went
Nico
a little
G?
bit. Well, to be fair, we were looking at bloody Douglas Luiz at one point.
Yeah, but to be fair,
I just think we went into panic station.
Martin, last January, January 2025, we needed to panic. We were fucked.
Yeah, that's no, I get that. But again, do you remember the quote Cheeky said? Cheeky said this. He said, if you are spending lots of money in January, it's because you've done something majorly wrong.
Yeah, no, I 100% agree with that. But they did do majorly
wrong. So we panicked. We did panic.
But Tiki has been proven correct with that quote because if you go back to the summer before that, we signed Savio for 20 mil and Gundogan on a free.
Yeah,
this is
mad.
This is what I'm saying.
By the way, I know the chat are all saying Trafford. I don't think it's Trafford.
Have you heard my new transfer policy for this football club?
Go on.
I believe Manchester City Football Club should embrace a new policy every summer where they have to spend £100 million minimum. And if they don't, then the sporting director gets fired. Because if they're not spending money, they're deferring the spend to a future transfer window. Thoughts?
$100 million every summer or every window?
I think no summer. I think every summer the club must spend a minimum of 100 million, because if they don't, then that means they're not improving.
Yes, you've got to be moving forward. You've got to be moving forward. Yeah. Guys, you can argue with me on James Trafford all day long. I think listen, if you think Maresca has not been watching James Trafford over the last few weeks, James Trafford has been doing interviews. Again, James Trafford's been doing interviews talking about the future.
No, it doesn't have to be on one player. Sorry, just quickly. It doesn't have to be on one player. It just has to be spending the cash, innit?
Yeah. Listen, I always view it as Ferguson was very good at this. Ferguson always wanted to improve his player. Now, the way he did it was he looked at his challengers from the previous season. Right, who are my challengers? So there was one year, it was Aston Villa, if you remember. And it was Dwight York that was causing all the problems. What does Fergie do? Taking you out, mate. I'll bring you to me. Newcastle were causing problems for Man United. I'll have Andy Cole. Blackburn were causing problems for Man United. He went and took Hennenberg. So what you do is every year he was looking at who were the ones that were competing with us. The only ones he couldn't get out were the Liverpool lads, because Liverpool just wouldn't do anything with United. Arsenal, the year before, they were coming for him. Right, I'll take Van Persie out.
Yep.
That's what you call, that's where you spend your money.
That's
you go, right, do I need to make me stronger and my next competitor weaker. How do I do that? Right? So who was their best defender? Who was their best winger? Who was their best midfielder?
Yeah, but who can we go and get?
It's a lot harder now, then.
It's a lot
harder now because no one will sell. The Premier League has become such clicks.
Yeah. All the Premier League clubs have cash. They don't need to sell. That's why the prices are crazy, because no one needs money now, because there's so much more money in the game now than there was back in the day.
Bayern Munich used to do it. Great example in the chat. Bayern did it with Dortmund every year.
Well, Bayern would have best at it, man.
They wouldn't let Dortmund get near them because they'd take everything all the way from them.
Yeah.
Like Mahrez, the best example of this was Riyad Mahrez. We didn't need a lot that summer, but we went and got the Premier League Player of the Season. Mahrez. Here he goes with his frigging picture. Here we go again. He's not going to invite you round for tea. Stop doing it.
Who said anything about inviting? I'll shut up.
You can't afford a flight to wherever it is, Saudi.
Yeah, both.
He'll be ringing him up. Get me first class. No, but that's been ruthless, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Grealish at Villa. Yeah, we know Grealish didn't work long term. I still think Grealish was decent.
Right, I'm gonna ask you a question, right? I'm not gonna spend long on it. You can just answer yes or no. Is Grealish done under Maresca? Has he got any chance whatsoever?
Yes. Yeah, he's not.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
I just want to ask it, because technically is a City player, but
it's not a Kanji. It's not anyone else. The Kanji's already been triggered to Inter Milan because they won the league, and that was the condition on the loan. You win the league.
I thought I'd ask because he's technically still a City player. I know. Actually about it.
Everyone's asking. I'm telling you, I don't think it's Trafford.
Because that's the thing I've been saying, Martin. Because now we're getting a new manager, yeah. Like, you have to kind of and obviously Sam Lee's saying it on the podcast. You kind of have to put everything on hold a little bit and go, well, some players that were destined to leave might now stay, and some players that were certain to stay, Maresca might go, I don't rate him, get rid of him. Like, even though.
But this is the problem, LB. So again, back to our previous conversation about this World Cup. He's got a 2-week window to now look at these players. They're all about to go disappearing off on
but
trips.
It's not a 2-week window, because Maresca would have been looking at these City players since January.
Right. So who do you sell? If you're not selling them all, say someone might say it's cover then. You might well keep cover around. So who do we sell? Our squad is now too big.
Well, we've just gone through the list. I'll give you 8.
But all of them. But then you got if it's Grealish, he gets added back. If it's Trafford, right? Trafford's back in.
No, but Grealish ain't gonna stay though, isn't it?
No, that's what I'm saying. So we can't say it's a clean slate for everyone.
No,
I don't think it is.
No, I agree.
Not everyone's going to get a clean slate. If we keep Mamouche, then you need Krupa.
Yeah, I think you need another. Well, maybe not him.
Krupa's not a winger. Krupa's not an out-and-out winger.
That's what I'm saying. But if you get rid of Savio, you need another winger. Yeah.
So you got to look at it in different terms. If you get rid of Mamouche, right now you can look at Krupa. I wouldn't mind, by the way. Krupa was very good last
time. I think. He was. He was fucking mint. I thought he looked like.
Not sure about 80 million quid. That's the problem. He's about 80 million quid at the minute. That's
why these clubs buy him, because what these clubs do, Martin. It's a game of bingo. It's roulette. You go to a club, you buy the player for like less than 20 million, and if they bang, it's 100 million straight away. You make 5 times your money in a season. You don't even need like 3 seasons. Right. It's like 1 season.
I'd love a Yildiz. And I think Yildiz would be cheaper than Krupa.
Yeah, the thing is with Yildiz, right, is when I've watched Yildiz, which isn't a lot, but I've seen clips of him as well, he mainly plays on the left, and I think we need a right winger.
Oh, could he play both? You just said Maresca likes to do inverted.
People told me in the chat, that apparently he can play on the right as well, but I don't know
a question.
How good he is on the right. I want like a natural right wing techie baller.
Do you think Pep Linders and Colo stay? I know there's a meeting this week.
I don't think Linders stays. He wouldn't surprise me if he kept Colo around.
Hey, Big Willie's back.
He is.
Big Willie's coming back.
He is. He is
back.
Our
League Cup keeper, who was phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he is back. Let me go through some of these chats, man. Yeah, chat, smash these likes up as well if you've not done so already. Shout out to Martin, 2 years as well. Big up for the membership on 2 years. He says, big up, boys. Any news on players coming in and going out? Martin hasn't really talked about it in the mainstream. Yeah, well, obviously you sent this earlier on, bro. Sorry for the delay. We spoke about most of it.
Well, we're just going through it now.
Yeah, big up, Martin. I hope
someone's put an interesting one. Akalouche. Would you have him? Akalouche.
On Akalouche, I only seen him last season. I ain't really watched him this year. And no one spoke about him all year. And then suddenly, in the last 3 weeks, everyone's been hyping Akalouche up again. So I don't know if he's been banging or something like these last couple of weeks. I don't know if he's been cooking on Prima Gasolina. But I don't know. Let me check has he been scoring a couple goals recently or something?
Well, all right. Well, while you're thinking of that, where is that? So are we saying Ryan McKay and all them don't have an opportunity then? Are their roads blocked?
For me, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't think this summer is the summer to be making big calls on academy players and saying you're going to be an.
No, I agree with that. Well, that's the other thing is I don't know where Maresca will be with them, because will Maresca have a bias towards that because that's where he began?
I think he will want to, but I think it's the first season, so. The last thing that you want to do as a manager coming into this massive job after Pep Guardiola is going, oh, you know what? I'm not going to go and get a right winger, even though we need a right winger. We do need a right winger. I'm going to trust McAdoo. And then turns out McAdoo's terrible. Just lose it as a scenario. What are you going to do then? So I think for me, first season, get the squad sorted. Let's stop messing about. And then the year after next, so what's that, 27, 28, of course, have a look at the academy and say, right, you know what, I'm going to bring him in. But I just think first year, no messing about, get the players through the door, and then the years later, that's when you can start looking at the academy players a little bit more.
Someone's put Rodrigo. No, Rodrigo's over.
Yeah.
Dude, let's not do it. Rodrigo ain't happening. Take the Rodrigo stuff away. Not happening. I'm trying to think who else is on the list. So done Coyote. Giovanni Reid is still there, but they're asking mega money because Bayern are now involved in it. Even Bayern have said they're asking for silly money. Feyenoord are clever, aren't they? Feyenoord have got exactly what they wanted out of this. They've got a young lad.
Yeah.
And they've got 2 or 3 clubs in a bidding war now, so now it's just going up and up. And yeah. So there was Gerardo Reed, the guy, keep an eye on the guy at Coventry. Milan, what's he called? The guy right back. Milan.
Is this Italian guy?
No, I don't think he's
Who's
the guy
this
plays
Italian
right back
guy?
for Coventry.
Oh, I don't know who he is. Who's this Palestra geezer that everyone in the chat's been hyping up recently, man?
Don't know about him.
Palestra.
Guys, I will say this earlier. It's not going to be anything Cavascilia or anything like that. That's not happening. You got to realise PSG, Manchester City, Real Madrid, them selling Cavascilia to us is like us selling Haaland.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. You've got to think about this in a logical. PSG are not going to weaken their team out.
There's not enough of those type of players around. So when you have them, you don't sell them. It was probably easier 15 years ago when there was loads of mint players about.
Milan Van Ewijk, thank you. That's the guy.
Who?
Guy right back for Coventry. But Van Ewijk, Milan Van Ewijk, who's at Coventry. He's also on the. He's been on a list. The midfielders, God knows, because that's 9, 10, 11 players. That's just long as your arm. I think that could be Price. Some of the names I've heard could be even, just FIFA fantasy stuff.
I'd love Doué, man. Doué is such a fucking baller, mate. Yeah. He is a joke player. I fucking really like him, man. He's a good player.
Listen, City can, again, I will just refer to him, we have to sell some. And it's not as easy to sell as everyone thinks it is. That's why we do a lot of
these chats, mate. Let me go through some of these chats. Big up to Ammar. He says, I'm so happy, more than you can believe. So happy. Well, I think a lot of City fans want to see the back of Savio, so you're probably not alone, mate. Big up to Massam. He says, Coyote is like Semenyo on the ball. I need to watch more of this Coyote because, bro, when I've watched him, he has a heavy touch. But maybe I've just been unlucky when I watched him. But I swear down when I'm watching this guy, I've never seen him take a touch where the ball sticks to his feet. The ball moves like a yard every time. So I need to watch him more, man. But yeah, a lot of people like him, and we've been linked with him on a number of occasions. So it could be legit, that one. Who can replace the Savio goal? Brackets 1.
Nah, that's piss take. Big up for the chat, but that's piss take.
Massive. Don't take the piss, mate, yeah?
Not with me on. Do that when you got others on. Don't do the piss take with me on the show.
All right, okay. Massive. We'll talk about who replaces the goal on another stream. Big up Stephen. He says, salute to LB and Martin. Do either of you have a bottle nearby? I do have a bottle. Yeah.
City didn't bottle anything. I can't bottle something I was top off for 6 days.
Hear it, man. Big up to Steve. Big up to James. He says, hate to be negative, but I don't rate our attacking group at the top level. I think it falls way short in Europe and lacks consistency to win the Premier League. Well, I don't know whether the players are good enough or not, but I agree with you. I don't rate the attacking lineup at the moment. Now, whether they can get better or whatever, and obviously Doku's making a late push to show me that, he can get me goals as well. But I've said it all season, mate. I think our attack is not serious enough in front of goal. I don't think it's clinical enough.
When will it our attack's better than Arsenal's?
Martin, right? Yes, it is. However, at the same time, I don't think that we're good enough to win games 1-0. Yeah, so that means the attack has to score more goals, right? And be more clinical in front of goals, in front of goal. And the amount of times, we've had big moments this season where we've had chances to kill off games or get a crucial goal. We not took it. Nico Ryan.
No, I agree.
55th minute, he has to score. Sunderland, Savio, 2 times. We win that game 1-0. Chelsea at home, 1-1. We got to score goals. We get into positions. Brighton at home. These are games, Martin, where we've had massive opportunities.
Well, Doku last night in the first half,
it.
when he just put it to the keeper.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago, it was bending that in the top corner.
I just don't think that. I think James is right. I think the word that's right in there, is the consistency in front of goal. We're not consistent enough in front of goal.
But that's going to cost money. for what you want, and if you want this thing, that's going to cost. Who has, other than, like, say, Bayern Munich, they've got Elise, Kane, and who's the other one they got?
Elise, Kane, Diaz.
Yeah. Diaz was money. Elise was money. Yeah, we missed out on him. What you're asking City to do now, if he's not good enough, they're going to have to go and spend a shitload of money back out again. They're not going to do that.
Well, that's what they've got to do, though, if they want to get these players through the door.
But you're giving me Krupa.
But Krupa's not going to be cheap, Martin.
That's my point. So to get these, we can't. People, we've got to stop looking at the names. I want to know what are their attributes, what are their attacks like,
the profile is more
DNA.
important.
Yeah,
agree.
I don't just want the name.
I agree with that. Yeah, but at the same time, yeah, I'm getting to the point now because of what's happened over the last couple of years where, like, I'm struggling to keep on investing my stocks into young players because it takes ages. And there's no, and this is the problem. If it was a guarantee, if you said to me now, LB, yeah, we get these young players in and I guarantee you in 3 years they're all going to be world class. I'd say, all right, and you know what? I'll take 3 years of just fucking waiting. The problem is, and this is why Chelsea's strategy doesn't work, is because you buy these young players, but there's no guarantee that they actually get any good.
I agree. But the problem is, LB, you've just bought on form, on goal scoring, the best winger in the Premier League in January.
Yes. And I think we needed someone like that at the time in January.
And now we're saying that's not good enough. So if the best winger in the Premier League this year is not good enough, where are you going?
No. Okay, so Semenyo is an interesting one, right? Because I think we needed to buy someone like Semenyo in January.
The City have done exactly what we're asking him to do.
Yeah, no, wait a sec, yeah, because Semenyo, we needed someone like Semenyo in January because we couldn't score a goal, and Semenyo came in and he scored goals, right? So, and he helped us win the FA Cup, he helped us win the Carabao Cup, right? But I think what Semenyo should be going forward, unless he proves me wrong, is I think he should be a backup right winger, a backup striker, and maybe even the backup left winger. And I think we should look at getting a new right winger who's more technical. I don't mean Semenyo can never start, yeah, but I just think for me, he's looking to me more like a player that should be more of a squad rotator. And if he is, he's a great squad rotator. But I don't think.
LB, then there's a problem. You tell him, because I don't think it is about technical. I think not everything can be techie baller. We've got to stop this because the problem is you're saying Semenyo's okay for rotational. You're telling me there's a lack of depth of quality now in the Premier League.
Yes.
That's what you're telling me.
I'll say that. I've been saying it for years. Yeah, I do.
Right. Then where do we go then?
Well, in the yeah, but that's not every position. Even though I think the Premier League shit.
No. You're asking me about strike. Semenyo is in the top 3 or 4 goal scorers and assisters in this league.
Yes, correct. He's very good at putting the ball in.
The only way you better it is go and get the next one.
Wait a sec, because you it sounds to me like you're contradicting yourself now because you've just
said
I'm
not.
Right, so let me say what you just said a minute ago now that we need to focus not on names, on attributes and profile of player. But now you're saying, well, Semenyo's got the most goals in the league or whatever.
Yeah, so because what did Pep say? That was the profile in January.
No,
Pep said in January, quoting, we need a goal-scoring winger. And he went and got what was exactly on the tin, goal-scoring winger.
And I agree, but 6 months down the line, we're going into a new season, and I think it's quite clear that Semenyo is very good at putting the ball in the back of the net. But everything else in terms of on the ball, I don't think he's very good at it.
That's where I disagree. No, because not every problem is...
Mate, he ran the ball
let me explain.
Right in front of your eyes.
Right. But, all right, but Doku was crap yesterday as well.
No, but that's not...
Everyone was crap yesterday.
I'm not talking about whether he's crap or not.
I can't say Doku's crap. Doku's had a great season.
I'm not talking about whether or not Semenyo was crap yesterday or not. I'm talking about the fact that he doesn't have a good technical floor, which means he
Not everyone can be Cherky. We can't go and buy everyone Cherky.
Martin, I'm not saying everybody needs to be Cherky. I'm happy with Semenyo. I'm not saying Semen.
What is it you want then? Give me a player then. Give me an example of a player.
I want a right winger who's technically gifted, so that in games that require a more technical player to break down a defense, you've got that. In a game that is a little bit more end to end, and you want raw power, go Semenyo.
So who then? Give me an example.
I don't know, and this is the problem. I don't know at the moment all the wingers I like, that are attainable are left wingers. That's the problem that I've got. Yildiz, I like him. Is he not a left winger? When I come to right wingers,
all right then. But you're selling Savio. Savio's got technicality.
Yes, he does.
But we're selling him because he doesn't score enough.
Yeah, because...
So which one is it? Are we, do you know what you sound like you're asking? LB, do you know what you're asking for? You're asking for the perfect footballer.
I'm asking for a... what I'm asking... This is exactly... This is my Craigslist ad for a winger. I'm asking for a technical winger like Savio who can score me more than one goal a season at the same time. Why does it have to be one or the other? We've got Semenyo, who's a great player at scoring goals, but has no technical ability.
I'll tell you why. Because the player you want is about 100. The player you want is about 140 million quid. They're not going to buy him.
But so I don't know about.
We can't go and get Yamal. We can't just go and get Yamal out of Arsenal.
So to be fair, a player that does have technical ability and that can score goals and that can play right wing is Cole Palmer. But we'll move on from that player. Yeah,
he scores penalties in now else.
I don't know about this player that I'm going to mention here. Yeah, but I mentioned him earlier on. We've been linked with him, but I've watched him for 15 minutes, chat. So I'm going to need your help, and I don't know if Martin. But again, I come back to the link before. Jan Diamande at Leipzig has scored, I think, 17 goals this year. I don't know enough about him. I've watched him for 15 minutes, so I don't know if he's technical. I don't know what he's about. I have no idea. I've not watched him, but he's a player that we've been linked to. He scores goals. He gets assists, but that's as much as I know. I'll have to defer it to the chat. I'll have to pass it on to you. I don't know what he's saying. I watched him for 15 minutes.
It's like, by the way, I'm getting roasted in the chat, which is fine. Because I said we can't go and get. We need to stop this with Manchester City. We can get anyone we want. This is my whole point with the FIFA shit. This is not. We can't just go and get whoever we want. Stop. It's not our model. That's from the chairman. If we could go and get anybody we want, we would have been doing that.
Mm-hmm.
We don't. It's quite clear now. We don't do that. We don't just go and get the ready-made. The trouble is the ready-made people we want are releaser. You're not going to get him.
I'm not asking for a ready-made player. I'd love a ready-made player, but I just want someone that can score more than one Premier League goal a year and that has a bit of technical ability. I'm not asking for Mahrez. I promise you I'm not. I just feel that, like...
I've not watched Diamanda, so I don't know if he is this thing. It's still a gamble spending 80, 90 million quid on Diamanda.
Of course it is.
Absolutely. And then saying he does that.
Absolutely. I want that Mincy nowhere near my club, mate.
That's what I mean. Do you know what the problem is? There is a lack of quality right now at the top level in football.
Yes, 100%. I've spoke about it.
And the trouble is, every bugger. Look at everyone. Well, everyone in the summer, let's go and spend 130 million on Florian Wirtz.
Yeah.
Well, that's worked out wonderful, hasn't it? Just because they work in one team and one club does not mean that will replicate in another football club and another system. I think Semenyo's getting a very hard time. I'll be honest with you. I think Semenyo, people, a lot of fans, and this is all football clubs, by the way, are very, very stuck on this technical, gifted footballer. But on the other side, we do say the Premier League's become a very old-fashioned, rough and ready, physical football league again.
Yes, yeah. But I think we are at a road here. And
yes, now we're having a discussion.
Right.
Yes.
So we can either go left, right? And left is, everyone's going physical. Let's go physical. And we can go out and buy these physical players. Or we go right and go, no, our DNA is techie ballers, and we're going to out-tech the physicality. Yeah, and we double down on what's made this club great, which is technical footballers. And we don't care if you've got physical players. We don't care if you bully us. We're going to get players that can pass the ball around your physical players. Yeah, and I think that's the way to go. I think that don't make the mistake in trying to make Manchester City, like Arsenal or like the other teams that are physical. Let's stick to our roots.
Well, then you've got to get rid of half the squad then, because half the squad aren't taking balls.
No, you don't. You don't have to get rid of. Who do you have to get rid of? Who do you have to get rid of?
Who in the midfield's taking ball other than Foden and Cherka?
I think Reinders is a technically gifted footballer. Foden's a technically gifted footballer. Rodri's a technically gifted footballer. Kovacic has technical ability. The techie ball.
Yeah, but hang on a minute. We've just said half of them are going.
Well, no. Reinders is apparently staying. I reckon Rodri will stay.
So why have we been saying all season our midfield soft as shit?
Because it is.
I'm sorry, but Ryan Cherky's not going to get into a dogfight in the middle of midfield.
Yeah, I know.
He's not going to do that, LB.
Keep him up the pitch.
Right.
This is why Anderson's a great option, because Anderson has a bit of it. Right. No, Matt, the thing is, like, different positions require different levels of technical ability, right? And your wingers maybe can get away with having not a lot of physicality. Mahrez wasn't a physical player. Yeah, like, look at the size of his arms, man. He's a very skinny guy. He's not a physical player. So he's techie baller. The midfielders, need to have technical gifted ability so they can actually pass the ball and move the ball around. But they can't be like a Mahrez. You can't play Mahrez in DM.
Yeah, I got that.
But what I'm trying to say is that the whole team has to be able to play football at a high technical standard. Now, I know Semenyo's not that guy, but I don't mind that, because I think, as you would say, it's good to have different locks for different keys, yeah?
Spot on. Yes. Different opponents.
But you don't want to have more than a few Semenyos in your team, because at that point, you're confused. You're a confused team. I like Semenyo, and I keep him, and he'd play a lot of games for me next year if I was the manager. Yeah, but he wouldn't form part of my standard 11 in a lot of the games.
I disagree. Without Semenyo, we don't win these two trophies.
I completely 100% agree with you, but that doesn't matter. Yeah, because
of course it does. Because it matters.
It doesn't matter, because you're looking at building a team. Yeah, you're looking at building a team that has the best chance of winning you a league over 38 games. And in my opinion, you're better off with a techier baller right winger. Now, there's a time and place for Semenyo. He'd start a lot of the Premier League games, but he wouldn't, in my opinion, start most of them, because I think this day and age, you need players with that.
Then you might as well sell him then. What have you wasted 65?
Semenyo's
not just going to sit and play every now and again.
No, because, Martin, the thing is, for me, Semenyo would be my backup left winger, my backup striker, and my backup right winger. And I'm telling you, Doku gets a lot of injuries, and you won't spam him out, so he play a lot on the left wing. I'd be looking at sorting out Haaland's game time, because you're gonna end his career by the time he's 27 if you're not careful. He'd play a lot there, and he'd play a lot on the right. On top of that, not just rotation, there will be specific games where Semenyo is favoured because of the type of match. So he'd play loads of games. He'd come off the bench every match. He'd play loads.
It's not that, but LB, that's not the way footballers work.
What
You've just said yourself. Hang on, let me explain. Just said Reinders, Nico G, and all them aren't very happy because they're starting on the benches. Right. You think suddenly Semenyo as a bench player, and you say, right, he comes on as this, he comes on as that. That's great. Semenyo's not come to Manchester City just to come on.
Right, okay. So the difference is Nico G doesn't play football for Manchester City, Martin. I'm actively telling you.
That's the last 2 or 3 weeks, yeah?
No, since January. Yeah. Since January. We did this last week when we had a look at Nico Gonzalez's minutes. Has he played over 100 minutes in the Premier League since January?
But right? Semenyo's been here 5 months, and we're judging.
I'm telling you actively that I would play Semenyo
totally
loads. I'm saying it loads. He would play. I'm saying I would start Semenyo loads.
No, I'm not just saying you. I've seen it recently, all over online. Semenyo's done something wrong to everyone at the minute. I don't know what it is. Semenyo's getting more crap than I've seen from. He's been here 5 months. 5 months.
Yeah.
And people have hung, drawn, and quartered him already. And you know it, they have, LB.
Yeah, which I don't agree with.
I've never seen a player judged. And for a start off, he scored more goals than any other one of our wingers.
Yeah, I think he's done a good job for the job.
And he's the one getting the shit.
Yeah, I don't think he should be getting shit. I think he's done well since he's come in. I think he's done actually really well, Semenyo. And personally, I've not seen a lot of this shit. But to be fair, I'm not going on Twitter as much these days, to be honest with you.
It's because he's not this. And by the way, I'm not saying you. You get this, he's not a techie baller, or he's not some fancy foreign name out of PSG or Real Madrid. If we'd have signed Arthur Gula from Real Madrid, people wouldn't be saying that after 5 months.
No, because but hang on a minute, right? Because you started this whole conversation off. You started this whole conversation off, right? Talking about don't go for the names, go for the profiles and the attributes.
And I think Semenyo fits the profile for exactly what we wanted.
Which was a goal scorer. Which was a goal scorer, right?
Goal scoring winger.
Correct. But do you think over a course of a 38-game season, you're better off with a right winger who is predominantly a goal scorer or someone that can create chances for Haaland?
But he creates for Haaland.
He doesn't create that much, really, does he?
Creates more than Doku and Savio.
He creates more than Doku.
Factually.
I disagree.
Haaland this season.
No,
I don't think people have seen what Semenyo's done since he's coming into January.
I don't think he creates more than Doku.
He's how many assists he got since he's coming in, John?
Semenyo.
Let's take the Bournemouth part out. Let's take Bournemouth out of it. And by the way, I'm not saying Semenyo is a technical, gifted player. That's not what I'm saying.
He's got 1 assist in the Premier League since he come to City.
Right, we're just going to do Premier League then.
Oh, I can do the rest.
Well, yeah, we need to do all.
So he's got 3 in all comps.
Right, how many goals?
Goals? Oh, he's got a shitload of goals. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10.
He's got so he's got what 14 G&A since February, because he didn't actually sign till deadline day, if you remember, which is around about the 1st of Feb. So February, March, April. We're not only in May. It's actually 3.5 months. Let's be factual now. Can you pull me up Semenyo's and Doku's stats in the last 3.5 months? Oh, no, in fact, all season. Let's do all season for them because they've been here all season.
You do know that. I agree with what you're saying.
Semenyo didn't sign early. Semenyo signed because he played 3 games for Bournemouth. Can we talk facts, please?
He signed,
Didn't sign 4th of January.
He signed midway. Well, his first game in the Premier League was on the 17th of January, so he must have signed midway. Right, so Savio this season. All competitions. Competitions. He's got 4 goals, 3 assists.
Right. So Semenyo has more than 3.5 months. Now got a Doku.
And Doku's got 22.
Right. We'll break that into goals and assists.
8 goals, 14 assists.
Right. So how is Semenyo a problem?
He's not a problem. He's not a problem.
So why is he getting the shit? I'm trying to ask the question. Why is Semenyo getting the shit?
I can't answer the question because I'm not giving him shit. You'll have to have this
It's your fault with this techie baller stuff. You started all this with your techie baller.
Yeah, you'll have to have this conversation with someone that's giving shit because I'm not giving him shit. I just think that we need to buy a new right winger that has technical ability and that doesn't dribble the ball out of play when running attack. I think that's what we need to do. I think this Semenyo, absolutely, there's a place in this squad for him. He'd play loads of games for me if I was the manager, but he would probably be a squad rotator. But he'd play loads of games because, like I say, he'd be a squad rotator.
But that's my point. Why is he a squad rotator?
Because I think that as a team, it's a little bit similar to maybe Donnarumma in the sense that he's good at what he does, keeping the ball out the net. Donnarumma. Semenyo's good at what he does, putting the ball in the net, very good at it, yeah. But the game is not won by individuals, yeah. As on a season, it is for club competitions and maybe on a one-off game. But over the course of a 38-game season, it's about the team and how the team gels together. And I think with Semenyo as a right winger, he'll score you a load of goals, but I think the team will be worse as a whole across the 38-game season because he won't be technical enough to break down defenses and create chances for Haaland. That's what I think. We'll find out next year when he has a full year.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean there's no place for him in the squad.
No, I agree. But by the way, now give me Semenyo's stats for Bournemouth.
Semenyo stats for Bournemouth?
Yeah.
Okay. This season.
So I'm not doing it over 3.5 months, and I want to do it as the full season.
Yeah.
And I think he's got about, is it 24, 25 GNA?
He got 13 this season.
13 what?
GA. 10 goals, 3 assists.
Just no. All comps. Don't just give me Premier League.
No, that is all.
So in all comps. No, it isn't. He's got over 20. He's got nearly 25 GNA this season.
Yeah, that's all comps with City.
No. I said with Bournemouth as well. Add Bournemouth.
Oh, you want the whole season this year?
Yeah.
Right.
Because if we're doing Doku's over our season, I've got to do Semenyo's.
Yeah, he's got 26.
26 GNA. And that's with no Champions League.
Yeah.
Apart from one game.
Yeah, but then if you want to do that, yeah, but if you want to do that, then you have to look at the minutes played.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Semenyo's played 1,000 minutes more than Doku.
Right, no, but what I'm saying is he's not bad then. To 26 GNA over 2 clubs in one season, he's not bad.
It's fantastic.
If we'd have had that out of Savio, we'd be over the moon. We wouldn't even be having the conversation. So what I'm saying is, so here's my question. Here's my overall question. Who do you want that? What is it you're after better than that now then? Would you take less GNA and more technical ability? Or would you want to add the technical ability? Because now you're getting 26 GNA and now you're going to be adding, what, you wanting 35 GNA?
No. Well,
this is what I'm trying to ask.
In an ideal world, right? So what I'm looking at here is, right, it's his numbers are fantastic numbers. No one's disputing that, right? But out of those 26 goal involvements, only 6 are assists, whereas Jeremy Doku is 14. So my personal belief is the team should be built around Erling Haaland. When you've got a striker like that, who's one of the best strikers in the world, if not the best striker in the world, and he's the goal scorer, and if we're being brutally honest here, that's pretty much all he does. Not great at linking play up. He's just a ball to put the ball in the back of the net. I believe that you need players in the team, in midfield and on the wings that can create for Erling Haaland. My gripe with Doku over the last 2 years is that Doku went 2 seasons and had about 3 assists to Haaland. This year, he's upped the numbers and upped his overall numbers, yeah? Semenyo is putting up great numbers, but he's a goal scorer. He's basically a striker playing on the wing. So this is what I'm talking about. Semenyo's going to put up good numbers, but they're going to be goal biased, which is great, apart from when he doesn't score. And this is what I say to the chat all the time, is Semenyo, when he doesn't score, I guarantee you every game he doesn't score, you're going to say he was shit, because his motto, his whole play style is scoring goals, which is cool. Yeah. But if he's playing on the wing and he doesn't score, he's probably going to have a bad game.
So are we after perfection a little bit? We after a bit too much perfection.
I'm not after perfection. What I'm asking for is a player that's the opposite of Semenyo. So Semenyo's a goal scorer who can score goals, but he's not going to create a great deal, as proven by the numbers, because he's basically a striker playing on the wing, yeah, and he has no technical ability. What I'm looking for is a right winger, yeah, who's got good technical ability so they can create for Haaland, but score more than 1 Prem goal a season, which I don't think I'm asking for a lot. I'm happy with Savio as a right winger at this football club if he was to stay. If he could score like 6 Prem goals,
Right. Okay then. Don't sell Savio and give Savio another year then.
But
you just described Savio.
I know, because I like Savio. I've told you that before.
So there we go. Right. So we've started the conversation, done a big 360 and come right back to where we were.
But the problem with Savio is he's terrible in front of goal, Martin. Terrible.
Right, then I don't.
He goes. The problem with Savio is he goes the other way. Like, he's really good technically, and he can create me chances. And I think if you give him a run in the team, he can do that. But he's so bad in front of goal that he's the complete opposite of Semenyo. So I'm not looking for perfection. I'm looking for a technical right winger, who can create chances, have good technical ability, but
and get 6 goals. No, you just said 6 goals. I think Savio, you give him the game time, you let him improve. I think he can get you 6 goals. I think he can.
I don't, based on his current shooting.
I think Savio, you need to add to his game his goals. That's it. I think he's got exactly what you're asking for, the technical ability. You got to play him on the left wing for me.
No, but I'm looking for a right winger here. I'm looking for a right wing. I'm not looking for a left winger.
I'm going to say this straight. They are not going to bench Semenyo. They've just spent 65 million on him 3 months ago. They ain't benching him.
They bought Reinders for 50 million. He's benched. They bought Nico Gonzalez for 50 million. He's not even been in the matchday squad. They bought Marmouche for 65 million.
But people like Semenyo. I don't think they fully rate these other players, sadly.
Yeah.
And there's more competition in Reinders' area as well, which is something. There's not a lot of competition out on the wings. Unless, because you know what you're describing is, put Cherky out on the wing where he was at the start of the season on the right wing.
I've said I wouldn't.
Do you know what? Maybe just do that. I don't know. This is what I'm saying. Maybe just put Cherky there, put Foden in the 10. And go back to the way we were at the start of the season then.
I've literally said this. I said, if you want to put Cherky back out on the right wing. I've heard
you say that. So, maybe that's the way we do it. Cherky on the right wing, and we bring Foden into the 10.
Cool. No problem. He meets my criteria. Techie baller, can score me goals. No problems.
This is the problem. You never... we've got to be careful in the way we do it. I get everyone wants the really sexy, I call them sexy footballers. And listen, we all like them. We all enjoy watching them. But I must say, look at Arsenal this year. They've been pretty shit, but they've won the league. Sometimes being just dogged and determined does win you the league.
Yeah, I think the thing is with Arsenal, I don't think Arsenal, when I look at Arsenal, I think Arsenal, like, even though I don't think they're a great team, I know what they are. When I watch City here, I get confused sometimes about what are we trying to be here? Are we trying to be this like pauser, pass, out pass you? Are we trying to like hit you on a press? Are we like start of the season we were playing counter-attacking football? Like this season's been very strange in like I don't think we've had an identity this year. I think that's probably the best word to describe it is I think we've got the players. I think we've got good players. You don't finish second in the league and win 2 trophies if you've not got good players. But I feel like at times this year, like I've not really understood what type of team we are. And even though I don't really rate Arsenal, I know exactly what they are.
You got the job done.
Because I think they all know what they're going to do. And I think this is what I'm talking about, taking it back to the road. Yeah. And do we go left on the road or do we go right on the road? I think we've got to make a decision. And listen, if the club decide to go left, Martin, and go down this physical, brute players, that's their decision. I think it'll be.
If you're getting Anderson and Bruno, you're going for brute force. You get Anderson and Bruno, you're going for brute force in the midfield.
No, because I disagree because I think they're both very good technical players.
Yeah, but they are both. Listen, I've watched Anderson a lot, and that guy doesn't hold back in tackles. He is a bruiser when he goes.
That's why he's 100 mil because he's a technical player with the physicality. This is why Bruno G was 100 mil because he has everything. Anderson looks like he could have everything.
Because it's not always because the problems with the wingers as well. Again, we've got to think about this in a logical way with Maresca. Maresca won't use the wingers in the same way because Maresca uses wing backs. See, now we're going to go back to Nunes overlapping, putting crosses in a lot. We're going to go back to O'Reilly overlapping, putting crosses in. Or maybe whoever
he's sure on that because when I speak to Chelsea fans,
then he completely changes it because he does play wing backs. That's his system.
Yeah, so what you make of this? James says, explain the lack of creativity for Haaland, Martin.
In what way? You want the wingers or do you want the tens?
Well, I think since the treble year, since his first season, I think slowly but surely, Haaland's been getting created less and less and less over the 4 seasons.
I agree with that. Haaland was frustrated as hell last night.
So why is it since his first season there's been a steady decline on Haaland's chances? And I've not checked the stats, but I'm sure that you could probably find that because we see it with our eyes.
Well, the perfect example is some players don't know when to release the ball correctly. I think we dilly-dally in the midfield a bit too much, and some of the wingers don't put the ball in the right areas for Haaland. Like sometimes, like his example last night, we were just spamming balls into the middle for spamming the balls in the middle. There was no looking for Haaland last night. It was just anybody. I don't know if you noticed that and you watch along. We were just banging balls in, just banging balls in. There was no actual direction on the balls where they were going. I mean, there was one in the last sort of 10 minutes. They were playing head tennis with each other for a couple of minutes.
Because they're out of ideas.
Everyone was having a go. Because
they're out of ideas.
Yeah, and I think that has been part of the issue for me of which way we want to go with this.
And this is why you've got to get players in that have the brain and the technical ability to put these mad passes in behind the defence for Haaland and quality passes, and to bring it back to Semenyo. And again, chat, I'm not cooking Semenyo. I like Semenyo. I keep him at the football club and he play a lot of minutes. Semenyo is for me is a striker playing at right wing. That's what he is in my opinion. So
but he's still scoring. He's still scoring 30 plus a season.
He's still scoring goals, but he's not creating chances for Haaland. That means you've got one player in the forward line that can create for Haaland, and that's Jeremy Doku. So
all right. But this is why Haaland got pissed off in the final. You had Cherky, lovely bit of play, get the space. All he has to do is a nice 2-yard ball to Haaland, and he wants to go and take another 2 players on.
Right. So, Martin, I'm glad you brought up the final, yeah? Because the final, the final is the perfect example of what I'm talking about. McFarlane in that final locked off Doku. He said to the players, he said to Chelsea players, we need to stop Jeremy Doku. And Doku in that game had 2, 3, even 4 players marking him. Semenyo had 1v1s on Cucurella every single time, yeah? Every single time. And the point is, he created him one chance, actually. He did, and he probably should have scored, if I'm being honest with you. But in the whole game, Semenyo didn't really look like he was ever going to really create Haaland a chance. Because he's a striker. So if you shut down Jeremy Doku, you shut down Erling Haaland. That's basically what I've said. Since he joined the football club, Haaland, I've always said, you can't stop Haaland. If you want to stop Haaland, you need to cut the supply. And
how many assists has Haaland got this year?
9.
That's not bad for someone.
But you don't buy him to get assists. You buy him to put the ball in the back of the net. If you want to stop Erling Haaland, you stop the supply. Then you get the argument. Hang on a minute.
Then Jay, for example, will say all he does is score.
But that's his job.
No. So again, we're going back to the argument, the debate we had earlier. Do you want him to score or do you want him to be an all-rounder?
No, I don't want him to be an all-rounder.
Right, then he's doing his job.
Yes, but what I'm saying is,
you're asking him to break records.
Yeah, but the point that I'm making is no one's saying that. The point that I'm making is if you stop Jeremy Doku, there is a very good chance, that Semenyo will not create him a chance. You agree with that? The stats back it up. He's got 1 assist in the Premier League since he joined City.
Right.
So if you stop Jeremy Doku, you stop the supply to Haaland. And if you stop the supply to Haaland, what's going to happen? You're relying on an individual bit of...
But then that has to come to other people then.
Yes, and that's where we move on into the midfield and go... In the treble year, you had Kevin De Bruyne, you had Gundogan, and you had a prime Rodri, and you had Foden as well.
I agree.
We've now got we've had Bernardo Silva playing in midfield, who's great at certain things, but passing the ball behind the defense is not one of those. So he's not going to create Haaland stuff. Rodri's been out of the team. Nico G, you spoke about before how he doesn't move the ball forward enough, so he's not going to do it. And Foden's been off the boil. So this year, this is why when we had the debate,
what you need is something like Kovacic at Everton, a quick ball through.
Yes.
Let Haaland sit on the man and run onto it. We don't do that enough, I gift you. Cherky was doing it 4 weeks ago. 4 weeks ago, Cherky was doing it. He was creating. The last 3 or 4 games, Cherky stopped. I don't know if that's a little bit of nervousness. Has Pep had a word with him? I don't know. By the way, that's not me saying Cherky's bad.
No
I have to be honest. The last 3 or 4 games, you have to admit, Cherky stopped doing what he was doing for a few weeks before. Right or wrong?
Yeah, it's been a bit off the boil recently. Yeah.
That's not having a go at Cherky, by the way. I think Cherky's amazing. So has that come from the manager? Has that come from somebody? I don't know. This is what I'm trying to find out, because this has got to come from everyone as a collective. Assists can't just be your wingers; they've got to be your tens. You know,
Agreed.
KDB was the guy. KDB was the guy. And listen, since we lost KDB, of course you're going to lose. You're never going to create KDB again.
Yeah.
We were very lucky we had David Silva and KDB together. And when David Silva left, we still had prime KDB. So we were kind of got a bit lucky there. We didn't have to replace David Silva in a way because you had KDB. And they'd play together. Very much like Fernandinho and Rodri. They come in, played together, learned under each other. Rodri went away. Fernandinho went away. Rodri came in, he was already there. Yeah? We've never done that for a couple of years now. Exactly what you said. We've never built up to the next person. We're trying to, what I call it, we've been playing whack-a-mole for a couple of years. Right? And what I mean by that is, right, who's the next guy? Instead of building up to the next guy, we're trying to rush the next guy in.
Well, I think we've not been focusing on the profiles. That's where we've gone wrong. We're not focused on.
But LB, we're never going to buy another KDB. There is no KDB out there. There is no style. Martin,
Sterling. You know that point that you just made there, right? Which I completely agree with. You're never going to get another KDB. That makes it all the more important that the players in midfield and on the wing are able to create for Haaland, because you've not got that guy in the team now who can just spam constant chance creation. Everybody's got to do their bit. Everybody in the team has got to do their bit. The left winger, the right winger, the 2 midfielders. I'd even argue the 6 has got to be able to do it. And in a dream world, your wing backs should be able to do it as well.
Well, look at Doku. Doku's a great example. Doku for 3 weeks was unbelievable, unplayable. What he was on the wing, he was cutting inside, he was bending balls in and putting them in the top bins, yeah? Brilliant. What did players do after Everton? What did teams do as soon as Everton? Right, we're going to double and triple him now.
Yes.
Stopped him at source.
And then what happened?
Right? So now it has to go to the next winger or a Cherky or a Foden, whoever plays in them.
It has to go up to the next.
Yeah,
so it has to go to the
pressure
other wing.
off. Yeah.
No, it has to go to the other wing, the right winger. Yeah. You got 2 wings. You have to go to the right winger, who's Semenyo, who doesn't create a lot for Haaland. So then it goes to the midfielders. Your midfielders, Bernardo.
No, that's where I disagree. I think it has to be joint. It can't just be wingers only. Listen, you buy a number 10 to be a number 10 as well.
I agree.
Number 10
wait, let me finish the point. So you've just said what I was saying before. Doku gets marked out of the game. Semenyo statistically does not create a lot of chances for Haaland, factually, and you've seen the stats yourself. So then it has to come to the midfield. Your 10, this is where we need the 10 to step up, but that's not really been working. And then your 2 players behind that, and then Bernardo Silva, who doesn't create chances, and Rodri, who's just not really been doing it and he's not fully fit. And so then what you've got is a situation where your number 1 creator, Doku, is locked out the game because they triple up for him. Semenyo don't create a lot of chances to Haaland, factually. Your 10's off the boil. Bernardo don't create. And Rodri's got an ACL recovery that he's trying to work back for. AKA, you've stopped the supply to Haaland. And that's why when you do that, Haaland has stinkers because he doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I will best moving on because we're going around in circles. I think Semenyo does create. I think Semenyo, do you know where Semenyo would actually, what's the type of crosses Semenyo puts in?
Yeah.
They were what I call Raheem Sterling-esque. goals. He always bends the ball into the back post. What's Semenyo? Back post, bends it. There was a couple of balls, a couple against Everton. One even the cup final in the first half, he did it.
Yeah.
That's where Haaland
I'm not saying he can,
or someone's got behind his toes.
I'm just to clarify, I'm not saying he can never create a chance or never get an assist. At the point
I think he does. I think he creates the wrong type of chances for the players.
I'm just saying he's predominantly a goal scorer, not a creator.
Yeah, but I've seen in the last few games whipping crosses in. So this belief that he doesn't create anything is an agenda. It's an agenda.
It's not an agenda. It's a fact.
No, but he does create. Because I've just said, go back to the Everton game. He stuck one on the back post that Raheem Sterling would have ate for breakfast, dinner, and lunch.
Yes.
Ate it up.
Did it get to Haaland?
Right. Okay. My bigger question is, why is there no one on the back post?
That's a completely separate conversation. One that I agree
That's not creation, but Semenyo's creating.
But wait a second. He's not, though, is he? He's got 1 assist since he joined Manchester City Football Club.
But it's not always the winger's fault.
I agree. I agree with you 100%, Martin, on that. The point is, listen, we'll leave this point here, because like I say, we have spent a lot of time on it. The point is, to wrap it up, in my opinion, Semenyo is a striker playing at right winger. Doku's a winger. Doku's
We'll agree to disagree.
Are clearly the stats prove it. Because Doku's got 14 assists and 8 goals, whereas Semenyo's got 20 goals and like 3 assists. It's literally proven in the data.
No, because he has about 14 assists.
Semenyo?
Yeah, for Bournemouth and City. You can't do it on. You've got to do it. Yeah, do it on a whole season.
He's got 6 assists this season.
Does he? Oh, he has a lot more than that. I looked at it the other day. I believe it. I believe it then.
So that's the point I'm making. He's got 6
that's
assists
fine.
and 20 goals.
Then people shouldn't say to me in January, we need a goal-scoring winger.
Why?
Because you've got exactly what you asked for. But now you're asking him to be something else.
I'm not asking him to be something else.
You are.
I'm happy with what he is. I want someone else as
a
second choice.
Then leave it then. It is what it is. If he's exactly what he is, he's exactly what he is. We asked for a goal-scoring winger. We got a goal-scoring winger.
Yes, and I'm happy with that. GG.
Unless you're going to go and get me your Mal or go and get me, who's the guy at Bayern? Jesus.
Elise.
Elise. Go and get me an Elise then. Jesus, we're going down in circles.
Let me do these super chats, man. Big up to Ado. He says, best news ever. Get that 26 out my club. Is that Savio? I don't know the numbers.
See, that's Venom. Come on, Venom. Jesus. This is my bit that gets right on my tits. When they've not even got enough respect to put a name on them. Hashtag 26.
I don't know who that is. Is that Savio?
Yeah. That's
I don't know the numbers. The only number I know is Haaland, isn't it?
That's like me saying to someone, you're not even worthy to have your name.
Sorry, for calling him out. I thought you've been called out, mate. Big up to God.
I find it listen, I know Venom and he's a nice guy, but I find it disrespectful.
God says City had one job when Pep leaves at the end of the season. This is the end of the City-Liverpool respect. No longer neutral. City can get it too. Big up to God, man. Big up to you, bro. Big up
listen,
to
Liverpool have been loving on Arsenal, so they can be quiet.
Yeah. Big up Jess. LB Martin, homegrown players.
We're okay at the moment. It's if we start selling the list that everyone puts out, Jessica. So we start doing the Ake, the Trafford, the Rico Lewis.
I mean, Anderson coming in. Anderson coming in. He's homegrown. So he won't take up a homegrown spot in the Premier League team. The goalkeeper.
And I don't know where we're at. Where are we at with this UEFA rule as well? That's a whole separate stream.
I think you'll be all right. Like you've got Foden and you've got O'Reilly, so they're your squad trained. And I think you only need.
I think the backup keeper will probably be homegrown as well. They'll go and get a young. They're looking at that guy at Sheffield Wednesday.
Would they not get this Watmuff guy?
Well, they could. He's at Rochdale. He's done well. They're also looking at this guy at Sheffield Wednesday.
Use Watmuff.
He's been on Rochdale on loan.
Yeah, done very well by all accounts.
Yeah, but look, is he Prince somebody? He was at Sheffield Wednesday. They're looking at him. Is it Prince or Charles? Is it Shay Charles' brother?
Oh,
the guy
told me about this. Yeah.
The guy at Sheffield Wednesday.
Yeah,
they're looking at him.
Yeah, I think if you get an English goalkeeper, Anderson.
Yeah.
With O'Reilly, with Foden. You're probably gonna be all right.
You're probably gonna get about 5. You might need another one day. I don't know. Because by the way, you can have 0 homegrown if you want. You just have to have 17 in your squad. You reduce your squad size.
There we go, Jess. We might have to do that proper one on that at as this.
I'd love to do that. You know me and my homegrown. I do love my homegrown shots.
Big up to Rajiv says, why has the club still not announced anything on Pep yet? We're less than 3 days from the final game of the season.
I'm going to give you a bit of this is a prediction, not a spoiler. Okay. I know Trev's in the chat, my old mucker. I know Trev's holding on to that 0.5%. I know he is, and he's loving it. And a big up Trev. I love Trev. Trev's added so much, by the way. You need to speak to him, LB. Top guy.
I was tuned into Tarek. He's on Tarek's show again at like fucking 2 a.m.
Yeah. He's top guy. He's an older bloke, but he knows his stuff. And it was do you know when I think they'll announce it? Sunday. After the game. I
think they'll announce it on Sunday. And then I think
the goodbye's Monday.
I think the goodbye's Monday at the Co-op.
Yeah. I think it's going to be Sunday. I know that's really daft. And people are going to think, what? It's like, I think the club are trying to get control back of this. If that makes sense.
Yeah, well, they lost control.
It could be. Listen, I think it could be anything from Friday to Sunday.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the whole Pep thing leaving, the whole
because it changed yesterday, didn't it? I've got 1 more year. Then it was I need to have a chat with my chairman about it. Well, why do you need a chat if you've got 1 more year?
Yeah,
you don't need a chat then. Yeah.
Yeah, big up to Perfecto says if Gavardio goes, I don't think Gavardio's going, man. I think it's all BS. Yeah. I think it's a BS. I think if the guy wants a new contract, rightly so. He wants a big pay rise, and he's probably just putting all this out there, get the cash up. Standard, isn't it?
Yeah, it's stupid. You know what it is? I mean, it's like the reports today. Arteta's driven Pep away. Bullshit. That's just Arsenal. That's an Arsenal hard-on love in that. Arteta's driven Pep away. Yeah. The other thing's 115. No, it's not. That's another narrative that's come out. That's BS.
Yeah.
Pep's just going because Pep's going. Maybe he just wants to go and get back with his wife.
He's done a decade.
Yeah. Guy, sometimes enough's enough.
He's done a decade, mate. He's probably.
I'll give you a prediction. I don't think he's fully done with Manchester City yet.
Well, that's what who was it? Oliver Holt, the original journalist that dropped the news, said.
I do think he could be back,
but he's not going completely.
Mm-hmm. So might not be Manchester City. It might be within CFJ. I mean, could you see him doing a cheeky Soriano job one day? I don't know. We'll see.
I don't know, man, because in terms of the transfer side, it's always been a little bit unclear as to is it a Pep signing or is it a Tiki signing? Like it's never really been clear like that Pep's driving the signings or is it Tiki? I mean, we've all said that it's Tiki because we all say that Tiki is the best sporting director that there's ever been. Now, if you start telling me that actually no, it's Pep Guardiola that was making all the signings, then all of a sudden that means Tiki probably wasn't the best sporting director of all time because it was actually Pep Guardiola. So,
well, they said Pep's a checkbook manager and he's never improved a player.
Well, I mean, that's a little bollocks anyway, isn't it?
I mean, God knows how Rodri got to Ballon d'Or then.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. No, it's a lot of BS. But I don't know. Does he like the business side of the game? He doesn't strike me as the type of man that likes the whole business side of the game. So going into a Soriano type job, I don't really see it. Maybe he just becomes part of the board and just becomes like a guy in the board. You know what I mean? A boardroom member.
See, what it is City have got very quiet. And I don't blame them, by the way. I think the media have done this to themselves. I think the 115. And listen, again, I predicted this was going to come. I said City were going to become more guarded now moving forward. They had to.
Well, I think Viana. I think Viana
talk shit about us.
Yeah,
and then
I agree.
Ask for stuff back.
I agree with that, but I think Viana has definitely been way more open in terms of giving stuff to the journalist than Tiki was.
Yes, no, he's way more open because, as no one noticed, connected the dots. I don't know if this is true, but correct me if I'm wrong. Hasn't Fabrizio, Viana, and Maresca all got the same agent or agency?
I don't know about agency, but since Viana comes to the club, Fabrizio has been dialed into everything. Fabrizio,
I know they've got the same agent.
Yeah, when we had Tiki here, Fabrizio didn't really get a lot of news about City. Not early news. Yeah. He got tap-ins, yeah, but not early news. Since Viana's come to the football club, yeah.
Yes, that's it. Part of Jorge Mendes.
So I think Viana's calling. It's
Jorge Mendes. Jorge Mendes has got a huge thing within the club at the minute.
Yeah. All right, let me do these last chats and I'm going to get out of here, man. Are you going live?
Jesus, it's midnight. I know. I didn't even know. I wasn't even doing a show today.
He went, do you want to send me the link? I'll come off for 10 minutes.
Well, you started a big. This is like our train streams.
It's been live for 2 hours. 10 minutes turned into 2 hours.
We need to do this more often next year. We need to get a show together.
I know. Yeah, smash these likes up as well, chat, and mods. Whack Martin's channel in the chat.
So hey, chat, let us know. Chat, do you want a regular show next year to me and LB? Yeah, we'll add another show in his schedule.
I'll tell you something. Yeah, I think our best shows that we do are just the ones that are just off
the cuff. When we start talking trains.
When you send me a message or someone say send me the link, I'm like fucking hell.
Why is it always it's always like 10:30, 11 o'clock, isn't it?
I know. It's the best ones. Big up to Sanko, mate. He says, Martin, Semenyo is great. He gets goals. We need an elite right winger to replace Savio. Let all of them complete for a place. What's so hard to understand, says Sanko.
I'm happy with that. No, I'm happy with that. It was LB benched him every game. He made him back up at every area that I was pulling back on. He's not that bad. He's not that bad at playing that. LB was nearly making him back up to the tea later. He had him back up everywhere.
A big up Herbal, man. Make sure you guys are subbed up to Mancunian Way as well.
Big up Herbal. Thanks, mate.
Big up to NBA Fan TV. He says, we need a player who creates down the middle. This will automatically free up the wingers. We go left to right so much that Haaland is limited. Right, so let me ask you a question, right?
That's a good point, that.
Yeah,
that is a good point.
Was that not meant to be what Cherky was supposed to do? And if not, as Martin said before, is Cherky the answer to my problems at the right wing then? And then but then does that mean that we now need to buy a new 10, a new creative player in the midfield?
Well, back to my point, why did we have Cherky? Cherky started off the season on the right wing, Foden in the 10, and it was working.
Yeah.
Then we stopped, and then Foden went out, which I admit, Foden fell off a cliff. Never denied that. And then Cherky got moved into the 10. I don't know. Something changed. I don't know whether it was Foden's form. Because, again, this is why I don't think it was 2 years he's been bad. I think Foden's had a bad 6 months now, and he had a bad year last year. But I think everyone had a bad year last year.
Yeah,
everyone.
Agreed.
He's had a bad 6 months, fallen off a cliff. Totally agree with that. Don't dispute that. You look at his numbers and he's playing from August till about November, December. Foden he's still like our second top goal scorer in the Premier League. And he's been shit for 6 months and not played. Which means he had a good 4 or 5 months previous.
Yeah.
So that's why I can't. So
I think with Cherky, Martin, right? I think with Cherky, right? You got to remember he's a young player, right?
Yeah.
I think when he plays right wing, he's more disciplined. I think when he goes into midfield, I don't think he's as disciplined as he is when he's playing right, because he's more free to go wherever. Of course he is, right? But the problem is he mature enough yet at his age and his experience level to be in the right places at the right time? David Silva had a bit more of a free role when he played in midfield, and so did Kevin De Bruyne. But that come with experience and come with age. So actually, when it comes to Cherky, is it better to stick him on the wing until a few years and then put him in midfield, because when he plays in midfield, his performances are all over the place. 1 minute it can be unbelievable, yeah, but then another game it can just ghost the game by because
you know my thing with Cherka. When Cherka's in midfield, I think he's trying to do too much. And Pep's related onto this. He doesn't need to come. He doesn't need to come track back. And win the ball.
So to answer the question, then is the whole winger situation is the answer to the winger situation
could be Cherka.
To put Cherky there, and then if you want a technical player, you go Cherky. If you want to play with power and the game may be a bit more stretchy, you go Semenyo, and then you buy another 10. Is that the answer?
Do you need another 10, or are you going to give Foden the role? That's my question.
Well,
just give him Foden a brand new contract.
I would like to give Foden the role. That would be my.
Again, this is the problem. It's knock-on effects all down the road.
If I give Foden the role, and I will give Foden the role, if Foden gets the role and he's rubbish, then you're kind of back to square one.
Yeah, exactly. You're just going to end up. The thing is with Cherky is, I think that tag he got a Maverick, and he was a disruptor. I think that got totally wrong end of the stick on that. People were saying, remember, there was rumours of him. He's a disruptor. He'll cause problems. Don't think he's a Maverick in that way. I think he's a Maverick on the pitch in terms of not being a disruptor, but like you just said, kind of goes where he wants, does his own thing a little bit. I think, to go back to the question, maybe the last 3 or 4 games, that's what stopped Cherka. Maybe Pep's gone, oi, stop. Do as I say a little bit here. Just calm down, do as I say. And now he's struggling to adapt to that. This is what I mean. So that guy can be KDB-esque. Can be. Is he there yet? No. Has he got the ability? Absolutely. He could be world-class, statuesque at the end. Where I used to kick back on people is people who were building statues for him already and putting him in the KDB camp. He is 22. He's going to have an up. He's going to have a down.
Everyone should push back on that. That's ridiculous.
He's going to have an up. He's going to have a down. Because you know what? That's young players. They have ups. They have downs.
Right. So let me ask you a good question, right? So a lot of people in the chat now are saying, could the answer here be Reinders in the 10? The Reinders in the 8 has failed. Stick him in the 10. Could he be the answer to that? Because he's a technical player. I've not seen him do it too much, but I think he has the ability to play that little cute passing behind the defense. We've not seen it a lot. Could Reinders actually? We bought a 10 in Reinders, and we thought when we bought Reinders, we thought we bought Gundogan replacement. The guy to sit next to Rodri, go forward, do a bit of defending. As Reinders actually turned into more of an attacking midfielder that can play that role.
Potentially. I mean, because you say that, by the way, I'm not just a GA guy, but, I'm not actually keen on that.
He gets
Reinders has got 14 G&A this year in all comps.
Yeah, he's done well on the numbers.
That's actually gone under the radar. I think what people have noticed with Reinders is his minutes have drastically shrunk.
His problem, Martin, right, is that he, in my opinion, he's not physical enough, right, to play the position that we bought him for, which was the job to sit next to Rodri.
Shall we say it as it is? He suits direct football. It doesn't suit tiki-taka.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're up the pitch, that's not where the big duels are, or the big duels are in the middle of the pitch with your DMs and that. So
which is where your 6s and your 8s are.
Yes, which he can't do because he's not physical enough, right? So I think that it could work. Maybe pre-season, you give him a goal further up the pitch. Do you think he's got that cute passing behind the defence? Because that's probably the big.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I think he probably could as well.
All right, well, here's my other question. You said about wingers, and I'm just spitballing. Are we saying Mamouche cannot do any wing play or creativity? Or not? Is he just a goal getter?
He's Semenyo, but he's actually worse on the wing than Semenyo. He's a striker.
Right, so that's right. So if he's just a backup, you said earlier you made Semenyo the backup. Why would Mamouche stay? Because now he's got no role in the club. He's got no role anywhere.
I'm with you. I'm with you on that. I'm just
He's no role anywhere anymore, Mamouche.
I agree.
He's back up to the backup now.
But if it's not
and
him,
I'm like,
if it's not him, I'm just going off what Sam Lee said. Sam Lee said there's a player this summer that was destined to leave the football club that Maresca wants to keep. And I was just saying, I assume it might be Marmoush, given the fact that he was destined to leave the football club, in my opinion.
Maybe it's Reinders. Maybe that's why he named Reinders.
I just can't see Reinders being destined to leave the football club this summer. He's been here a year.
Yeah.
And he's not been completely shit. Has he been amazing? No, but he's been.
We said that about Nico J.
Slightly below average.
Mate, we're already replacing Nico J. Let's be straight. Nico J in the last 3 games is that Bernardo, O'Reilly, and Kovacic all go ahead of him.
But at the same time, Nico G's been here for 18 months?
18 months, yeah. Back to my question earlier, though. How long is too long now? How long is not enough? This is my.
Well, it depends.
We're in a crossroads with half the squad here.
Yeah, I think if you're giving a player more than 2 years, you better be fucking generational.
Right. Well, right. I am going to leave because I know you want to go to bed, but I'm going to say this: with everything we've said tonight, and all the if, buts, and maybes, he's a backup. He's not. He's here. He's there. We've played okey cokey with everyone. The only one we've not played okey cokey with is the back line, because we kind of know where we're at with the back line.
Back line's mint. I like the back line.
I mean, for me, I think we've got the best defence centre backs as a 4 in the whole league next year, as a collective. I do genuinely believe that. But do you know what it says to me? We've done fucking well to win 2 trophies and guaranteed second place.
Yes, of course. And this is what I've been saying.
You know what I mean? This is how crazy this is. We've brought 15 new players in, and we've still managed to win 2 trophies and be second.
The point, and this is why I'm saying,
how crazy is this?
Martin, this is why I'm so excited for next season, because if we come second, been in a title race till match day 38, or match day 37, we won 2 trophies, then if we get the players that we need to get this summer, then we can be mint.
We win the league by 10 points.
The big caveat is that I think these players that we're getting in this summer, they're big decisions. And if we get them right, I think we can have a fantastic season. And there's no reason why I don't think we can win the league next year, But if we get them wrong and we make errors and we keep repeating the same mistakes we've done in the past, like we've done with the midfielders, it's going to be the same shit that's happened. Yeah. So I completely agree with you. But with these decisions, mate, are massive, massive decisions.
If you said to Arsenal or to Chelsea, well, Chelsea do it every frigging 6 months, don't they? You said that with Charlie. I mean, did they bring in 15 players a transfer window? Never mind a season. Jesus. But we've brought in 15 new players. People don't actually think about that enough. 15 new players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we've still managed to do this. And that's why I think we're not too far away. I think this year, errors from the manager at times, errors from the players, and a big part is inexperience. I think and why I'm so happy with the 2 trophies is the young players who come in, the Kushinovs, the Reinders, the Doc won leagues, Savios, who else is there? All of them, they've won trophies, they've tasted the champagne. Now they're going to want more. Bernardo said something a long time ago. When you get that winning feeling, you don't want to let it go. Mm-hmm. You don't want to let it go.
Yeah.
And trust me now, all these players will be listening to what these Arsenal fucktarts will be saying all over social media this week. They'll be saying, we drove Pep out. We're the greatest team ever. It's your first title in 22 years. And I congratulate you. Well done. Deserved whatever. Well done. Celebrate it. But don't start telling me you're the greatest team in the universe that the world has ever seen. And Arteta should take a seat at the table with the greatest ever managers. Don't do that, because he spent $1 billion. It took 6 years. He's done it on a shoestring budget was the other thing I heard. Just let's be honest. Let's have genuine conversations. If Manchester City had buried Brighton and had buried Chelsea at home, we're the ones celebrating on Sunday, not you. And you've had your greatest ever season in a long time.
Oh, well
That's
said.
why it makes it.
I agree. And you know
Sorry
what it
for
is,
the little
right?
Churchill rant there, but I'm just
No.
some of them have wound me up this today with some of the shit they taught.
No, it's cool, man. Yeah, no, I'm more positive for next season than I was this season. Yeah, and probably the season before, because
we've improved on last season.
So
we
close.
put last season behind us.
Yeah, we have improved on last season, right? But we've still got gaps in the squad that need to be sorted. I think the main ones are the midfield and this right winger. I think is very important. But we don't need to sign 7 players. We don't need to sign 8 players like we did the last couple of windows. We need 4 players. 4. But they've got to be right. And to be honest, the right back one, I'm not even that harsh. Just get me a competent right back who's not shit, who can cover for Nunes when Nunes needs a rest, and I'm happy. Yeah, they don't need to be 100 mil. They can be 30 mil, 25 mil young player. Right, the 2 midfielders, they've got to be mint, and the right winger just needs to be different to Semenyo. We'll go over it again. Different to Semenyo, so we've got options. Yeah, and you ready to go? You ready to go?
And a big thing, caveat. Well, tell me we've had a good window and a good season. We don't even touch the January market next year.
Correct.
Unless it is an absolute necessity. Unless we have an injury crisis beyond. We don't even need to be involved in that next January.
Correct.
We can sit back. We've done our business. Away we go.
Correct. 100%. You only go into January transfer windows if you've fucked up or you've got an injury crisis.
Or you had what we had this January where you lose both your main centre backs.
Yeah, exactly. Injury crisis or you've not done what you've needed to do.
Yeah.
100%.
Like Trev's put there, beginning of an era. Okay.
What's the beginning of the era?
They're still on a dominance era now. Arsenal.
I mean, I personally don't think they'll dominate because I don't think they play football the right way that is conducive to domination. However, everybody else right now is kind of shit. So they might just get it by default, or they might actually just be a really good team.
But you know what's crazy, LB? We're saying the Premier League shit. Villa have just won the Europa League. Palace are in the Europa Conference final. And Arsenal are in the Champions League final.
Well, this is
the Premier League shit. Where does that say for the rest of Europe then?
I think it probably is a kind of shit.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it is bizarre. But
anyway, I'm going to shoot. We got,
right,
unless there are any chats for me. There's any chats asking me questions? I'll stay.
Yeah, there's only 4. Stay for these 4, and then we'll wrap it up.
We got Tyrese. No, I respect the chats.
Big up Tyrese, bro. He says, not long ago, a fan on Instagram on Semenyo comment section says, pass to Haaland. And Haaland replied saying, yes. Or something like that as well. Yeah, he did. I've seen it. Did you see that? You're on Instagram. You're on Instagram, aren't you? Did you see
very rarely. By the way, the Mancunian way is not me on Instagram. Ozzy's in charge of that.
Yeah, so basically, right, Semenyo just put a post up on Instagram, right? And someone replied and said, pass to Haaland. In the comment section, and Haaland replied to that comment and says, yes, he needs to do this or something like that. Obviously just banter, a bit of fun in it, but
Haaland's a little shit, and he's the one who does need to stay on social media more.
He's a fucking wind-up merchant, isn't he? He's a proper wind-up merchant. Big up to Trey. He says, Martin Semenyo is thinking to score first, bro, lol. That's it. He's not a winger, and we'll see next season if he can do that consistently, says Trey. Big up to you.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, it's a fair point.
We'll find out. I think not to reignite the conversation, but I think that's a good way of saying it, Trey. Semenyo's first instinct is probably, how can I score? Where I'm probably looking for someone's first instinct to go, how can I create a chance for Haaland? And if I can't do that, can I score? But we won't.
Yeah, I agree. And not to reignite, but remember, this is going to sound awful. He was a big fish in a little pond. No disrespect to Bournemouth, by the way, when I say that, because Bournemouth were fantastic last night, and I met some amazing people down there. Lovely, lovely club, really nice. But you're not the big fish anymore. You're a cog in a wheel now.
I hear it. No, definitely. Big up to Brandon, says, is Vinny on the market? I don't think so. I mean, he's got 1 year left on his deal, but surely he ain't leaving.
Vinny Junior's now.
Surely he ain't leaving, mate.
Not to repeat myself, we're not that club.
No, I don't think we get Vinny, man.
Vinny Junior will go to PSG before he rocks up to anywhere.
I don't think PSG make that mistake again. No chance.
I think they would for Vinner.
No, I don't. And there's no way PSG did all that with Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, and fucked it all off. Finally got the team playing mint football with no egos, and then go and redo that.
Do you know what? This is why I've never been a names guy, because other than early Barcelona and early Real Madrid, names don't work.
Yeah, and I think when you go for names, you go for names when you don't really know what you're looking for. And I think...
Yeah, you're confused, aren't you? Yeah,
you're a bit confused. You might be a little bit panicky or whatever, but this is why, and we're both on the same page on this one, Martin, is that like, I'm not looking at names. I'm looking at
profiles.
Profiles. And people keep on asking me, LB, what right winger you want? I don't know, because I'm not watching these fucking leagues, mate. I'll tell you what type of winger I want, and you go and fucking tell me, or fucking hopefully Viana will get it in. Midfielders is easy, because I know the midfielders that I want. They're in the Premier League. Big up to Ash. He says, I could see us playing games with a midfield 3 like PSG, having 2 8s that could get G&A could be the way forward. We'll have to wait. Well, I've said, I don't know your thoughts on this, but I've said, if Rodri leaves, I would give serious consideration not trying to out and out replace him, and instead move into a 2 midfield system rather than a 1-6 in Rodri, because you're going to be disappointed. You'll go, we're buying the next Rodri, and he'll turn out to be shite. I think you're better off playing like Newcastle do with Bruno G and Tonali, and playing like PSG do with Vitinha, Ruiz, and Neves. And instead of having a 1 out-and-out DM like with Fernandinho and Rodri, go to a system with 2 in the midfield. I know what you think. You have to go deep, but any thoughts?
That would depend on me on Rodri's future.
Yeah, I think he stays.
This is the problem. Rodri's future's the cat amongst the pigeons, innit? Because there's a report out today, and I think it's BS. You know, he wants Real Madrid. Sources from Spain, he wants Real Madrid. Well, put your money on the table, and we'll see what happens. But listen, Real Madrid and you said it, PSG did all the names. Didn't work. Madrid have got names now. Second season, they've not won anything, or not won the league, and they've all imploded at Real Madrid. Imploded. Mbappe is the worst thing that happened in that place.
Yeah, so it says here. So it was Mark. A big up to Ash as well for that super chat, bro. It was Marca, yeah, and they put Rodri eager to join Madrid as Guardiola exit open a long closed door, and it says, I'm just trying to see if it says anything specifically about Rodri. Just says Rodri, Real Madrid need Rodri. It sounds like more of a fucking please join us rather than a he wants to join us. I'm reading the article now. This is why you got to read these articles. It says the ending of the article, yeah, is in short, he reads the game well, balances it, and controls the game, which is exactly what Real Madrid have been searching for. Sounds
nobody reads articles. Nobody reads articles. What they read is a line on Twitter, and then they jump on that. But as you know, an aggregator can only put 2 or 3 lines on Twitter. They can't put the full page article on there, because then it goes into a paywall, like the Athletic, don't they, or Daily Mail. You got to pay now to go onto them to get the full article. It's what you call sneaky paywalling. You're paying to get the news.
But you don't notice everything, right? Everything's fucking paywalled online nowadays.
Yeah. What they do is on Twitter, they'll give you the hook. In the industry, they call it the hook. It hooks you, and you go, right, I want more of that. Where do I get it? You click on it. Shit, I've got to pay $1.99 a month.
Yeah, it's all paywalled now, man.
Yeah, they do it. They do it in all industries. All industries do it.
Yeah, it's mad though. Like all the newspapers now are just paywalled, man. Do you know what I mean? Which I kind of get, because like they don't. How do they make money? Like ads on the website. Everyone's got ad blockers, so no one's.
There you go. That's part of the reason.
How do they make any money out of it?
I've just done it this week. There's a big thing in the UK. Not that I use this. I'm not advocating it. Sky have just blocked all the chip boxes. You know, the sticks, the Amazon sticks.
Dodgy sticks. Yeah.
Sky have just just blocked them all this week. So now they're all having to go and get rerouted again. I don't have one because I don't believe in them. But honestly, they'll always find a way.
Just feels like they're fighting a losing battle, though, don't they? Like they never.
Do you know why? Because you're putting people out of a job, LB.
What is?
What's the need in reporting if someone can go and do it themselves? So they keep you hooked.
What do you mean?
They make you pay. So, for example, if I can get the news, why would I pay $1.99 to read the full article? I don't need to. So they give you the hook, the juicy bit. They give you the biggest. It's like a thumbnail, like we do in thumbnails. Some do, some don't. I'm not saying you, because I know you don't. Some people put a thumbnail out.
I don't use thumbnails. Yeah.
I know. I was surprised you used one the other day. I thought, Jesus, is he testing something?
I very rarely use thumbnails.
Yeah. But listen, and each to their own. Some will clickbait, but it's to get you in. And then when you're in the show's nothing about the actual title. You get 30 seconds of it. It's to hook you in. It's the hook.
Yeah. Nah, it is.
It's like a woman showing you a bit of leg. Hey, I'm in now. No, you're not. You know what I mean? You got to buy me a shitload of drinks first.
We all love a bit of journalism foreplay.
Yeah, exactly. It's journalism foreplay. Spot on.
Class, mate.
You're not getting the full goods for free, guys.
Yeah. All right. These chats. Big up Netweed. He says Josh always gives us a nice present in the summer. He says they're going to try for Mbappe, but likely Latoro. Which Latoro? This is Arsenal fan. What Latoro? Who?
Latoro Martinez,
the striker.
Yeah,
they ain't signing him. Sure, they're not going to sign Latoro Martinez.
I don't know. Who does he mean by Latoro? Who do you mean? You don't need a super chat. Well, LB might wait a super chat.
He's on about Milan guy.
Latoro Martinez.
Surely he's not on about the Milan striker. Arsenal signing the Milan striker.
Jesus. Wasn't that 5 years ago?
Very surprised at that.
That's 5 years ago. No, I'm not doing a space tonight. Spaces are back now, but they're not every night. I'm back. I'm doing one Sunday, guys. I'm having an emotional breakdown this week. Still getting my head round.
I'm chilling, mate.
Let me get some. No, do you know what? I cried last night, and I shouldn't have done in the stand. Because it was Johnny Stones. Johnny Stones did me. We're all there and we're all singing Johnny Stones.
You said that. I thought you meant you was crying because we lost the fucking league.
No, Jesus, I've seen us.
I was like, fucking hell, that's not that deep. You've seen us in Division 3.
Yeah. Jesus, you know me. I'm not this standards fella, you know me. But Johnny Stones last night, and then Johnny Stones started wiping tears from his face. He started pumping at his heart. And it was like, oh, and he took his shirt off and he giving his shirt to a fan. I'm like, oh.
For a second there, I thought, fucking hell, Martin's a standards merchant. He's crying because he's not won the league.
It was too many goodbyes last night. It got, by the way, Bournemouth is a trip. Jesus, 4 a.m. we got back.
Yeah, I've not done it. I've done Southampton.
It's a long one. And we didn't stop on the way back. Coach all the way through.
Oh man,
I was dying for a fag.
Unless I'm absolutely dying for a piss, I hate stopping on the way back.
Do you not stop?
Well, no, but it depends if I'm drinking. If I'm drinking, we'll have to stop because I'll need a piss. But like, if I'm not drinking, I'll just try and hold it in because I hate stopping on the way. I don't mind stopping on the way there. You're in good spirits and that. Innit?
Oh, it was a great coach. It was a great coach. But you know, when there's a coach on the toilet and when everyone's been drinking on the toilet all day, and then you're on the way back.
Yeah,
no, but the toilet's in no good state by about 1 a.m. at that point, and you don't want to have a piss in that toilet.
That's the problem.
You're like, I don't want it anymore. It's on the floor.
Yeah.
The toilet seat's now broke. What are we doing here?
Those toilets on coaches are the most disgusting things that's ever been created ever in the whole planet. They are grim. Yeah. They are grim. For some reason, going down, people just lose complete control, and their aim is just crazy, mate. It's crazy.
Yeah. By the way, anyone who's joined us late night, this is how me and LB do our late night streams. We go way into random shit.
Yeah.
Any more super chats?
Netweed says LB love along or hate along. It'll be a hate along, bro. Yeah, I'll be
I'm
watching it. I'm praying on your downfall. No, I'm praying on Arsenal's downfall, man.
I'm picking my daughter up from the airport.
Yeah.
She's currently in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, very nice.
Oh, question for the chat. She won't watch this, don't worry. My missus' 50th in 18 months.
You're all invited.
3 destinations. No, we're not all invited. Maldives, Thailand, Dominican Republic.
I've already been to one. I've been to
Which one have you been to?
Dominican. And it was
any good?
It was beautiful. Absolutely incredible it was.
By the way, about March, late March, early April. So that was your thing. I don't know.
Yes, the chat will tell you, yeah, but I think that's a good time to go. But that's the only one I've not been at Maldives.
Trev saying Thailand. You can buy us a drink, Trev.
Yeah, I've never been to It's funny you mentioned that actually, because I was talking to the chat last night or the day before about Thailand, saying, you know what, like I watched some of these travel vloggers online that go to like all these places and that. And Thailand, it does look good. It does look good.
I fancy Thailand, but it's the food. I'm a really fussy eater. You won't think it looking at the size of me, but I am trying to lose weight now. I'm not into all this snake on a stick and beetles.
Yeah, but you know what that is? Yeah, that's bullshit, right? Because that's
what. No, she wants to go to the real Thailand. she doesn't want to do.
Yeah, but Thailand. You can go to the. I've never been there, but there's no way the real Thailand is just fucking snakes. They'll have food as well. They'll eat chicken and shit.
Have they got like a McDonald's there and a KFC and all that?
They probably will, man. But
have they got a good steakhouse?
You'll probably get flamed in the chat for saying that.
They're not gonna.
You can't go to Thailand and hit up a McDonald's and KFC.
I told you I'm fussy eater, guys. All I want to know is I'm not gonna get there. I'm gonna put a big boa constrictor on a plate in the middle of Thailand on the other.
Yeah. I don't know what Maldives is like. I don't even know what type of food is Maldives.
I'm so bored. I am boring. I'm sorry. No, Maldives, yeah. They've got a whimper. Oh, that's taking me back to my childhood. Wimpy had gone by the time LB was a man.
No. I had a few.
Was it?
Yeah.
Was it still going?
Yeah. Isn't there one still in London? I swear down there's one in London.
Did you have a birthday party at Whimper? Everyone had a birthday party at Wimpy when they were younger.
There was one in the bowling place up near what's it called? Not Prestwich. I always forget the bloody name of this gaff.
Whitefield?
No. What's it called? That little area near Bury? Pillsworth.
Oh yeah, Pillsworth. Pillsworth 66.
There was. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that there was a bowling alley there, and they had a Wimpy in that.
Yes, yeah, there was a bowling alley. There was.
I had that a few times. And when I went to Wembley a few years ago, there was a Wimpy in London, and I had it then as well.
What's that?
Yeah, I think there's one Wimpy in the country, and it's in London or something.
What, you went to a game?
Yeah, 10 years ago.
He went to a game. He went to a game, chat. He balls like you off and he's watching. Went to a game. Bet you wish you're there Sunday, don't you?
Sunday?
Yeah.
Last Sunday? Or this Sunday?
No, this Sunday.
Yeah, this Sunday, like, it's going to be a good day. The atmosphere is going to be good. And you know what as well? This will sound weird. And I know I'm going to get a load of shit off some people in the chat.
You're going to say exactly what I think.
Yeah, on one hand, yeah. For a Pep Guardiola situation, it's probably better that we're not in the league title, because if we was in a league race, yeah, and we played a game on Sunday and we don't win, everyone's going to be like so negative and down because we've not won. Now it's just a celebration for Pep. Now, obviously, I would rather have won the league, yeah. I would rather have the league, but I'm saying for a Pep Guardiola thing, I'm just saying for the fans that are going, it's probably easier just to go and just enjoy the day. You're not stressed. You have a couple of beers, you get your food, you watch the game. Everyone sings Bernardo's, John Stones, Pep's praises. You go home. Whereas if we would have lost the league, it would have been a bit.
But you know what's sad? Tickets have become available, which is really sad, actually.
Haven't they? I saw something on City Extra before, Martin, and it said,
yeah, it's not the North Stand; it's in other areas to become available.
I thought that's what it said. I thought it said because they passed the thing. Did you go to that thing tonight, by the way?
Wrong person to ask on that. Do you know how many shows I did on that North Stand, and you thought I was going to get invited to?
Oh
that
yeah. True.
I'm the last person who was getting invited into that tonight.
It's funny.
How many shows did I do?
You're typically named as like a happy clapper, yeah. But like you always call the club out on shit like that as well. So you all right? So
no, do you know what it is? I call the club out, which people say I don't call it out. I call the club out on what matters to the fans, and I think because the football and the footballers on the pitch is all an subjective point of view. The club and the fans, that's us. I don't think we should be, because without us, there is no club. Do you know what I mean? That does mean more to me. It really does. And I feel fans getting moved or paying silly ticket prices, that means more to me than being arguing about who's a good player and how many trophies we've won.
It's important, and I don't even go no more. And I talk about it on my channel because I think they take the piss with it.
And I don't think it's for locals either, because when I use the term tourists and day trippers, these are not fans abroad. I have met some of the most loyal, really like me, more than me sometimes, thing on City. And they are top people. And I don't mean them. When I mean the tourists and the day trippers are the people who don't have any interest in City. They're just coming for a day out because they're in Manchester.
I always
like
say,
you go to London and you get a trip out to the theatre because you're in London. That's what I mean by day trippers.
I always say that. I always say foreign City fans are not the same as tourists, in my opinion. And that's my personal opinion, because a tourist for me is someone that just comes over and they want to watch a Premier League game and they go,
oh, they're not there for City. You don't get shit who's playing.
So how can you call, like Danny or Tariq, a tourist when they're at the game, mate? They know so much about football. A lot of the time about City. A lot of the time as well, these foreign City fans as well. Not all of them, and maybe actually not even a majority of them, but a lot of City fans, who are from not this country, they actually like do even more research because they want to be involved with conversations.
Listen, so Danny's spot on.
Do more history on it and shit.
You spoke with Danny so many times, as you know. Danny is one of the most knowledgeable City fans I've ever met. That's not just local and abroad. Do you know why? Because he's understood the ethos, he's learnt the history, he's done he has proper put himself into Manchester City. Because Manchester City means something to him. It's not about the trophies, it's not about the wins, it's about his love for Manchester City. And that's all I am. I get criticised for, Martin, you only care about people local. While I'm doing about 15 shows a week for fans abroad and all these spaces, and I'm like, make your mind up, guys. And that's what it is. There's a difference between a fan abroad and a tourist. A fan abroad is not a tourist.
I agree.
Different.
I agree. So I always say
those fans abroad should not have to pay 75 quid to walk in the area.
Yeah, so I always say, when I go to America next, I want to go and watch an NFL game. Yeah, I will be a tourist there because I don't know what the fuck's going on. I don't know who the players are.
If you went to a Bayern Munich game, you're going to Munich for the weekend. Tourist. I'll catch a Munich game.
Tourist.
No, you're a tourist.
I once went to watch Barcelona v Roma on the Tuesday before we flew out because the flights were that cheap. We went from Manchester to Barcelona. We watched Barcelona beat Roma 7-1, and then I think we did. We flew to. Remember we played Juventus in Turin. Yeah, and Sterling missed that open net. And we flew. So I went to watch the Barca. So tourist, By the way, if you ever got the opportunity to do that, fucking mint. If we ever play on a Wednesday,
he wants to go to a game abroad.
If we ever play on a Wednesday in a away Champions League, fly out on Manchester on a Tuesday, yeah, fly out to a fucking game, watch the game on a Tuesday, and then fly out on the Wednesday morning and fly out to where City are playing. It probably works out cheaper because the flights are cheaper. You don't get ripped off, and you watch 2 games back to back. Mint.
And you make memories.
But don't forget your passport, because that's when I left the passport on the fucking plane, and I had to go to. I had to go to.
Well, my son wants to go to the Milan derby. We're going as tourists.
Yeah.
I know nothing. I know a little bit about, because I know some football, but I don't know any chance. I don't know anything.
Have you been there, San Siro? What did you think of it?
I like it, but it is old.
Yeah. So I went for
it needs exactly what it's been done. It does need tearing down.
So I was a little bit underwhelmed, right? However, I went watching us play Atalanta there, and I think that if I went on and the stadium was half empty, and I think if I went, so I didn't get the full experience. So I think if I went again when City were playing a Milan team, I think I'd have a different opinion. But when I went, it was dead. It was half empty. It was just like the atmosphere was crap. The best thing about the whole day was Kyle Walker going in there. So like, I just feel that I need to go back really when Milan are playing, because I feel like I got like a fake.
That was when we played at Atlanta, wasn't it? And they had to move into it and all that.
Yeah, they had to move. Yeah. So there was like 20,000 Atlanta fans in the stadium, and then.
I feel sorry for Bournemouth. Bournemouth might have to do that, if they qualify.
Well, I was saying that to the chat before, but then someone in the chat said, "Nah, it's not about the number of seats you've got; it's the
facilities."
Yeah, but I don't know. They might have to move.
It's the away area only holds 1,300. Because I don't think it's not the capacity, because these teams around the world wouldn't be getting into it.
Yeah,
there are teams smaller than Bournemouth, and I don't mean any disrespect to Bournemouth. It's certain levels. It's also, have you got enough hospitality?
Yeah,
hospitality is a big thing.
I think that's the stuff. It's not the necessarily the amount of seats. It's stuff. No. Do you remember we played at Barnsley once? Do you remember?
Yeah, I mean, well, do you know what I'm looking forward to? And by the way, you should go. We should all go to this Community Shield at Millennium Stadium.
Yeah,
it's just going to be different. I've not been there since TNS. Yeah, because Wembley's got a concert on.
Oh, you would have been there with Jay then.
Yeah, I was there when we played TNS, and it was like a bloody ghost town. It holds about 70,000, 80,000. There was only about 11,000 that was in there. Darren Huckabee scored, and we had Willow Flood.
I've never been there.
It's a lovely stadium.
Yeah, because my mate in the group chat the other day was like, "You're buzzing for Cardiff," and I was like, "We've already been Cardiff. Like we went years ago." He was like, "No, Millennium." So what's happening? Wembley booked out or something?
Yeah, Wembley's doing a concert. So I don't know who it is. Is it Take That? Something going on. Because that's why the Etihad's got to be shut down, because they've got Take That and is it Weekender going into the Etihad over the summer. So that's why normally our first game of the season is normally away, because our stadium's not always ready.
Are we getting an Oasis gig next summer? At Etihad?
There are rumours.
That'd be so good.
They need to do the Etihad. But they've done the Etihad. I went the last time they were there.
Did you? No, I didn't go to that one. I went to.
Did you go when the barrier broke? Yeah, they had I didn't watch. I watched Oasis when they did 2004, 2005, whenever that was. Did it then? Did him at Main Road in '96.
Yeah.
Or whenever it was, to Supersonic tour. Did Bon Jovi at Main Road as well. Actually, it was good. It was in level 3 of the old kit packs. You won't remember Main Road. You weren't a fan then.
I wasn't. I started supporting in 2009.
That's when I had to go at you. That's when I had to go at you outside.
Not even 2008, 2009. I waited a year just to make sure they were serious.
No, in all seriousness, LB, I know you can get a ticket for Sunday. Get one, mate. Because honestly, it is.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it as well.
Get one. Honestly, it's going to be amazing. Can Jay not go? Can't you have Jay's ticket? Jay's not allowed to go anymore.
Why is he? Oh yeah. I don't know.
Jay's on dad duties now. Ask Jay for his ticket.
Wait, I don't know what I'm doing, because I fly out. I go on holiday on Monday, so I don't know.
You're ending the season early, aren't you? What are you, one of the players? Season's over. I'm out.
When we drew that game against West Ham, I was like, get the fucking flights booked Monday morning.
I don't go away till July. July I'm away. So we're staying on the channel all June. Because I will say, listen, I'll break it. I'm going to break it on mine tomorrow anyway. Got Jack Gorn coming on.
Oi, get ready for these questions.
Oi, come on. Got a little JG coming on.
When's he coming on?
I'll tell tomorrow.
Okay.
I'll give the full details out tomorrow, but yeah, Jack Gorn is in the book.
I want an exclusive. Like last year, when I was live at the same time as you had Graham Bailey on, and fucking someone in the I was talking about something, and someone in the chat coming in the chat and put LB Martin's got Graham Bailey on, and Graham Bailey's saying Savio is apparently going Spurs, and there's like these talks between City and Spurs, and I was like, what? I was like, Savio to Spurs? What a load of nonsense! And then like 2 days later, boom, the whole story was breaking everywhere. Like Savio to Spurs, like this is a
so did I get the exclusive on that?
I think you actually did get the not that it happened, so it was kind of one of them weird ones.
Well, hang on, but I also got the exclusive on Gundogan coming back that you didn't believe me on. Actually, if I mentioned brought that on here as well.
Yeah, that was a good day.
That was a good day.
Probably wasn't the right thing to do.
It was a good day for 5 minutes, and then everyone lost their shit when he walked out on the pitch, and they went, nah, get that.
When we realised he'd lost the yard.
He's an unk.
Now, they do say never go back to your ex, don't they?
I've never been back to an ex.
No. All right, let me do these chats, and then we're actually going to leave. Big up to Netweed. He says, going to have to support us via PSG, LB, or PSG 2 Champions Leagues. I couldn't care less if PSG.
It's not bother us.
People say to me, yeah, but LB, if PSG win, then they overtake City. I literally do not care what PSG are on. I do not know a single PSG fan. Like, I don't care how many PSG are on. I don't care.
Can I just respond to that super chat?
Yeah, go on.
I don't have to listen to PSG fans all over social media. I have to listen to Arsenal fans.
Yeah, people like you, Netweed. People like you, mate.
PSG can win it 5-0 for all I care.
Facts, mate.
Arsenal fans have done enough talking today. Pep's shit. Pep's running away. Arteta's better than Pep. You've already begun it. With respect, but congratulations on the league. I do respect you for that.
Nah, big up to Manjinder, is it? Big up to you, bro. He says, is Pep really leaving because he never admitted any of his press conferences? How do you feel Enzo's called? I think he is going.
We have a denier. There is a denier in the chat.
Yeah, he's going, man. Come on, he's going. I personally am really positive on Enzo. I think he did a great job with Chelsea, and he's worked with the club before. He's part of the treble season, and I don't see any reason not to think that he won't do good. If you've not watched it, the video went out this morning. Me and Charlie, big Chelsea fan, he goes home and away. And I asked him loads of questions about Maresco, positives, negatives, how's he play football, all that kind of shit. About 20 minutes, not a long one. Go and check that out if you've not seen it, Manjinder. But I'm personally really positive on Enzo. I know Martin's not quite as positive.
No, I've come around to it now.
Oh, have you? What have you read or seen that makes you...
Well, when Alonso went to Chelsea. No, just some stuff I've been told. How instrumental he was in the treble season. Sort of changed my mind a little bit. I didn't realise he was as influential in the treble season. Alan, I know you're denying it. Alan, don't ring me at 4 a.m. crying, asking me to. Because he has. Alan's been ringing there.
Yeah,
is it
that's
happening?
cool, right?
Is it true?
You know, with these deniers, yeah. If you want to deny it, yeah. But then when you eventually accept it, I don't want to hear you're like griefed in 2 weeks' time or in a week's time. Like we've already gone through it and processed it.
We've moved on.
Yeah, we're all moving on. We don't want to. We don't want you to reopen the can on Monday.
Listen, I love Alan, but Alan's the kind of person where his missus is cheating. He don't want to admit. Right, he was. That's why I went off. Alan rang me.
Yeah, I was like, why the fuck is his audio going weird now? because Alan's ringing him. Right, we're almost done. Big up Netweed again. Says Terry Flowers.
Alan keeps ringing me.
Yeah, that's why your audio's playing up. Netweed says Terry Flowers, the absolute confused numpty, says Netweed. And he also says, you're going to have to do better than CFC reject Maresca, mate. Right, well, you got City reject.
Well, we could have done better and got CFG reject Tata.
Yeah, exactly, bro.
Said that at the same time.
Spent 1.5 billion and won a title after 7 years, mate. We're all right. We're all right. Get out of here, Alan, man. Just put your comment in the chat. You don't have special privileges. Can't just start ringing us on
Is he trying to ring you as well?
Yeah.
Is he trying to ring you as well?
Trying to ring me now. Yeah. He's trying to ring me now. You don't got special privileges out. Yeah. If you want to write a comment, put it in the chat.
Just because you have our numbers. Just because you have our numbers don't mean you can ring.
Yeah. This is not a membership benefit. Yeah. It does not say join membership benefit. You can ring LB live on stream. That's not the way it says. Right, let's end the stream, mate. Otherwise,
my memberships don't have that either.
Yeah. Are you doing a space? Did you say you're doing a space?
No, I'm going to bed. Well, I'm not. I'm going to look after my mother. Dad's still in hospital. It is what it is. But back tomorrow. Yeah, anyone who wants to come and subscribe, come and join us. Loads of shows. Martin and Tone show on Friday as well. And then Sunday, I have my cry day.
It's going to be a sad day, man. I can't lie.
You know what? I don't even care about the game. It's how weird it is. I don't give a shit about the game.
By the way, yeah, Bournemouth ended our title hopes yesterday.
Yes.
Right, but if we lose against Aston Villa on Sunday, we end their Champions League hopes.
Good. No, I like Bournemouth.
They just fucking ended our title race.
No. We ended our own title race.
They bopped us off the park twice at that round. 2 years on the bounce.
And we beat them last year. We knocked them out the FA Cup.
I say go out there, play freestyle football. Yeah, Cherky, do what you want. Foden, do what you want. Try and entertain us. And if we end up accidentally losing the game, which then, fucks Bournemouth over, then that's punishment.
Is there anything to play for at all in this game other than pride and money?
Not for us, but for Bournemouth, yes. Because if we beat Villa and Bournemouth win, yeah,
then we'll play it properly.
Then Bournemouth get Champions League. That's what people are saying.
No, we'll play it properly because under league rules, if you look like you're dicking around, you can be fined. And the way we are with the league,
isn't it funny though? Isn't it funny how it's worked out that Bournemouth have ended our title charge,
and now their future's in our hands,
and now they need us in the very next game to win for them to get Champions League football? How mad is that?
Yeah. No, at the end of the day, the league rules are.
Hey, I tell you what I'd be doing. I'd be ringing them up saying, "That Krupa, if you want us to win this game against Villa, then we need a cut price deal, mate."
Well, look at you here.
How about 45 million?
Send him Semenyo back because you're a tight ass. Semenyo for Krupa.
Yeah.
By the way, they gave him a lovely reception last night. Anyway, big up, Paul. Smash the likes.
Yeah, man.
I better go and speak with that one. Big up.
All right. Peace out, mate. Nice one for jumping on. Chat, smash the like button before you go. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel as well if you're new. I'll probably be back tomorrow. It's Thursday now. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. And if you've not watched that video,
after 9:30 though. I'll do it before.
Okay, is that your video?
Yeah, we're on at 9:15. So anytime before or after.
Make sure you go and watch Martin on with Jack Gone tomorrow night.
That's next week. Jack Gone's tomorrow night. Next week.
Oh right, yeah. Chat. If you've not watched that video I did with Charlie this morning, Chelsea, big Chelsea fan, goes home and away. If you're going to watch that, learn a bit more about Maresca, what he does, play style, go watch that. They uploaded it today. Peace out.